Fam, I have been looking around a lot, but I just now caught the news. As William Irvs points out, did y'all hear about Earl Thomas enrolling his kids in Austin, Texas school district? Hey, the fact of the matter is, though, he is from Texas, and maybe wifey says, "Listen, if we're not gonna stay in Seattle, can we just go home?" Yeah. Hey, how far is Austin from Dallas? I mean, I probably that's probably not important, but I mean, could the Cowboys be? I don't know where the Cowboys are going to get the money from, but could the Cowboys be thinking about getting Earl in there? And maybe Earl wants to play with the Dallas Cowboys so bad that he'll play for free. I just, I don't know. I guess Earl might be out. I really do. That looks very interesting. Well, then again, if you don't really like Seattle, the weather's not all that fun. The food's good. Maybe wifey just wanted to go home. And Earl, you know what? You take care. Do whatever you want to do. We will be here in Austin. Maybe that's it. All right. Anyway, hey fam. But remember for a moment, there were rumors that the Steelers were attempting to make amends with Antonio Brown, sort of like slowed everything down. That, along with the fact, well, not with the fact, because I don't know if it's a fact or not, but that, along with the other little drama going on at his house with one of his baby's mamas. And then all of a sudden it got really quiet the last few days. Did you notice that? There's been no talk about Antonio Brown. Suddenly, boom! So the amends, I guess not. He has went as public as you can get. He told the Steelers he wants to be traded, and it's all over the media. Let me out of the Steelers Nation. Oh! Bam! Shots fired! It's real now, Jack. All right, that doesn't mean anything yet, though. It only means the Steelers have to get rid of him because he is certainly not going to be playing with them with any amount of motivation or heart and soul, or does he care anything about whether they win or not? And instead of throwing footballs next time he gets a chance at Ben Roethlisberger's head, he may be throwing bricks. So they got to let him go. But as I said, it doesn't, however, promise a flight to Santa Clara to our facility and a reserved locker there that says Antonio Brown. Anyway, the Steelers are most likely going to do everything they can to not trade AB to the 49ers out of spite. Now, I already see that coming, all right? Just because AB says he wants to go to San Francisco doesn't mean the Steelers say, last time we checked, we still have you under contract. You shall do what we want you to do. See, because you know what they could do, because most teams are smart enough to know if he doesn't want to come to your team, you don't go through giving up a lot of stuff to get him, right? Because this would be suicide. It would be absolutely stupid. But then again, there's a few teams out there like the Raiders ain't that smart. I don't know. The thing is, yeah, Raider fans, you and the Rams, watch both of y'all go for him. Knowing he don't like you. He don't like you no more than I do. So, I'm thinking also how hard the Steelers plan on fleecing the 49ers. And will John Lynch in the front office, will they be into this? Because what would you give up to sustain Antonio Brown? Because, we're not giving up no years worth of we're not 2 and 3 years at second round or the first round picks or anything like that. They're not going to give up a massive amount of players or lots. It's just not going to happen. I got a feeling John Lynch is going to come in here and say second round pick this year and maybe a third round pick next year. But, guys, we're going to be fine without him. He wants to come here, and we're willing to accommodate that because he's a fine ball player. He's a Hall of Fame player for that. But we're not giving you everything we got to get him. He is 31 years old. If he's 26 or 25, maybe we may be talking about a different deal here. But if you're coming here looking to get your entire locker room stocked, forget about it. It's not going to happen. And I don't blame him either. So that's something. Also, the 49ers have finally addressed the strength and conditioning problem by finding their dude. Ben Peterson, the 49ers have lured him away from the Philadelphia Flyers in order to apply his sports science program, which is a high-tech approach that Ben and his team will apply in conjunction with the training crew that will putting the 49ers through them rigorous hardcore paces to become super, super bigs between now and the 2019 season. And you got to hope it's going to be effective because we've already seen 2 seasons go right down the tube with everybody going down like in a heap. Everybody saying, 49ers suck, man. You guys need this, you need that, you need that. You need to shut up. We need for our guys to stay on the field, So this is it's really critical. That's why the 49ers went to this length to make sure that we don't have a third year in a row where everybody's on the IR. Because we don't 37 players. I think we had 20-something last year, 17 this year. You do the math. I don't know. I may have missed a couple. By definition, sports science is a study of how the healthy human body works during exercise and how sport and physical activity promote health physically, mentally, and socially. The study of sports science incorporates many other academic studies in areas like physiology, psychology, anatomy, engineering, and chemistry. So, you know what? This is something I'm not really adept in. So if you can break down in layman's terms, do call in and how this applies. Now, I do know that Steph Curry has been he's been exposed to this type of thing, and Steph Curry used to be on the IR all year long. Steph Curry he'd play a few games in the beginning of the season, some in the middle, because there's always supposed to be these gaps when he couldn't play because he was hurt. He had a foot injury for years, and actually yesterday Bashar called in and explained how that worked. It had more to do with his core than it did his legs, why he kept spraining his ankle and taking him out. You know what? I do understand the concept of body being out of balance and that promoting injury. So if your spine is out of line or out of whack, or your skeleton is doing weird things, there's ways to correct that, and that could be directly linked to your injuries if you're an athlete. So some of the things they do, this is the thing. Hopefully it benefits the 49ers, but the Flyers, I think, have had excellent success, as have, as I mentioned, the Warriors, and there's been other teams too. So, that was Big Al that gave us that info. I'm sorry. I could have sworn. Okay. Anyway, I could have sworn Bashar came in talking about that too. But anyway, it's better than nothing. We're not going to just get a guy there to come in. All right. Okay, you guys, we're going to start benching. We're going to warm up at 225, and we're going to try to max out at 600 pounds. Anybody that doesn't want to get into the program, you can go down in the cheerleaders' room and you can train with them, because I understand they're not lifting any weights. And if they are, they're lifting very light. So let's get busy. So this kind of concept is probably going to go out the window. Now, those guys, the grunt guys are going to work with these guys in together, but they're going to do it in an intelligent fashion. So hopefully the 49ers get real powerful. We got going on here. He said, hey, Adam Garcia says, rumor is AB trade will only be between a 4th to 6th round pick with all the problems as of late. Ooh, you know what that sheds light on real quickly? Somebody said this all may have been staged to drop AB's value. Maybe baby's mama might have been in on the plan. Maybe they would stage that whole thing just so the Steelers know they cannot ask for the farm. But hell, any team in the league can afford that 4th and 6th round pick, though. You know what I mean? So if anybody wants to bid against him, but again, if you know AB does not want anything to do with you, why would you ask for him to call you? He's only going to come over there and give you the same grief. Wow. That is excellent. Adam, thank you. That's excellent news, because I have not heard that. Mike DeCoy. Oh, sorry. I know what you're thinking. I wasn't drinking. It was a smoothie. It was. Mike DeCoy says, what's up? I think Antonio Brown's will be coming to San Francisco pretty soon. Local 49ers fan Texans released Demaryius Thomas. Demaryius has got, I believe it's an injured Achilles, and they already told him they're going to cut him. He's 31 years old, though, and he's been a great wide receiver, though. And Kyle Brigger says Mississippi State defensive tackle Jeffrey Simmons. Oh, I know, I read that. Oh, man, that was so bad. And he was going to be, I think He's way up there too in the ranking as far as players. Oh, that's so bad. Wow. We picked up Katavius Street last season. Same serious situation. Somebody else is going to do it. Depends on what Katavius looks like. Somebody said, whoa, 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 after later on. Anyway, the 120, 376, 3 hours, one way, Ronbo from Austin to Dallas. Okay, see, that's not a commute. Thanks, 120, 376. See, that's not a commute. Don't assume anything yet. John Delvin says, so the NFL likes to give second chances to rapists, criminals, and women beaters, but they won't give Cap a second chance just for there's a lot of people talking about that right now. John, I don't know, man. It's bizarre. It really is. And it's not about what you did. It's how good a player you are. We give people second chances, apparently, depending upon how good you are. Stone Cold 49 says, let's go! Stephen Cortez says, what's up? Love your show and keep up the great work. Hit that like button, guys. Thanks, Stevens. And Civic Sport Injected FB6. Let's get ready to Ronbo. You see what he did there with that? Rumble. Shucks. Michael Ellis says, I do think AB is coming to San Francisco, whether people believe it or not. And Michael, you should. I'm sitting there going through this. I look up and all of a sudden there's a photo of Antonio Brown with his name next to it. Shut the hell up, man. Antonio Brown, thanks for the contribution. Says, I can't wait to be a San Francisco 49er. Wouldn't it be funny if it really was? I found out later I was clowning with the real Antonio Brown. I've never got caught up in that. Usually I go check people out before I'm on Instagram or whatever and find out they really are who they say they are. Whoa, okay. Michael L. says, Michael Ellis does say, I do believe AB, E. Thomas, and not my fave, but D. Fowler is all coming as our free agent pickups. Then draft day cometh, and then we have Nick Bosa. Nonetheless, we will be guaranteed top 5 defense and offense. Yeah. They stay healthy. Shoot, that offense, I'm telling you, man, that offense is going to be, especially they now have an idea what Kyle's cooking. That's when the Falcons start beating teams to death. And I got a feeling it's the same's going to happen this time. Anyway, we see what I get a defense to get going on. Avatar Singh. Everybody hit like before we even start viewing. Thanks, fam. William Ernest. The 49ers need to send a big message to the league by getting AB. Jerry Rice said he will be the mentor. Let's do this, 49ers. Yeah. And AB's going to come in with that fresh mindset, too. He's going to dominate. We do play the Steelers this year. So I guess that's the game we'll probably be winning because AB will make sure that happens. You get these guys that are all pissed off with their ex-team. That's why Earl Thomas needs to come on over to San Francisco. There's revenge matches for him, too. It could be like the WWE in San Francisco. Tonight, pitting. And it'll probably be a Sunday night or Monday night or whatever game, right? The 49ers tonight have picked up Antonio Brown, as you know, in the offseason, and they will face up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. The 49ers are at 2-1, as are the Steelers. This could be one of the most serious games of the year. So get your popcorn, sit back and relax. Sunday Night Football is on the air. And we'd be sitting there going, oh my God. Oh, Jesus, I can't stand it. Oh, I said 2-1. Both teams are 3-0. Oh, it's Booker T. Booker! No! Come on,
Ronbo!
T.
What's happening, man? It's your boy St. Griff C. Biscuit going hard on it, man. What's happening, yo? What's good?
I tell you what, I'm just overwhelmed by the fact that you're even on the phone. We ain't talked to you in such a long time, man. We've been missing you. People talk about you for the last year. And there you are.
I appreciate that, man. Shout out to the gang, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to my bro Sahel, man, the Iron Sheik, man, and TNT Connection, man, and my Twitter homie Adam Niner, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out. What's going on?
BT, as you know, man, there's been so much drama. You got Earl Thomas just moved, make sure everybody knows he moved his family back to Texas. Everybody been talking about. You got AB. I think he's staging things over in the Florida area in order for the police to come over there and fill out a report just so the Steelers can, damn, we can't ask for nothing for him now. I mean, as far-fetched as that sounds, it's crazy. I don't put, when there's millions of dollars involved, Booker, anything may be happening. This is crazy.
You know it. You know it. Well, I wouldn't put too much weight on the Texas move because Marquise Goodwin lives in Texas.
True.
Pierre Garçon lives in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Kilgore lived in Tennessee. Like a lot of people live in their, cheap. I mean, like so. Let's face it. The taxes and all that. So what happened is, during the season or whatever, during those months, they'll get them a rental or whatever, and they'll come home and then, come home during the off season. So we might not know. Maybe he just likes the Texas, school programs. You never know, man. You never
could be
know.
better in Seattle. Anyway.
But okay. So you know how Marshawn Lynch went back to Oakland. They were teammates.
Yeah.
Maybe he does want to go there. Maybe. Who knows? I just want to say this real quick before I forget. I know Adderley gets a lot of comparison to Earl Thomas, but he's not as fast as Earl Thomas was at all. Like, he's nowhere near as fast. Earl Thomas was a burner. Adderley is quick. He's not as fast as Earl Thomas, and you hear me say that first, man. So Earl Thomas was a 4.3 dude.
Ooh.
Adderley was
I didn't know he was a 4.3 dude. Dang.
Yeah,
no wonder he closed that gap so quick.
Earl was a 4.3 dude, and I think he ran like a 4.4 something, like a 4.4 something in the 40. But when you watch the film of this dude, like when he was at Texas, man, that dude, he intercepted. He's going to the house all the time, and so I don't know, but there's a few other free safeties on the market as well. I just hope that we kind of adjust now. I like the single high thing, but if I got a whole week to prepare against that, you
got a plan for it, don't you?
You know what I mean? Like there are certain concepts that will destroy that single high, no matter what you do. So, and then as far as our corners and stuff goes, Akello and stuff, I think the pass rush will really, really help because when you think about the defense we run, the George Seifert defense that Pete Carroll brought to Seattle that they call the Seattle defense, but it's really the Niner defense, really.
Mm-hmm. I love reminding people of that too.
Yeah. And but man, it's all about that pressure because okay, so you got three high. That's basically like a cover two, but instead it's you got three defenders back there, and the ball got to come out quick. Even when John Lynch was with the Tampa 2 and all that, they won. They had pressure. It's all about pressure. That's why Trez is on the money when you're talking about we need pass rush because man, that's right where we need, man. We got to have that pass rush. Anthony Barr, I like him coming. Because I was listening to the show yesterday. He's a linebacker, so he actually will be cheaper than a DN. So I'm all in. He's a linebacker that can play the Sam, whatever, blah, blah, blah. That would be the perfect thing for us to do. Nick Mullens, man, I've been wanting to say this for a while. He's good, you guys, but don't ever compare him to Jimmy G yet.
I know. I hate when people do
most
that.
Most of his stats came from after the catch.
Yeah.
So how they say he had the best whatever and the best, a lot of those stats came from after the catch. Kittle had like 400 yards, and then the other yards was after the catch.
Ooh, George. God, George would eat up some ground. I tell you what, Booker T, in fact, nobody was even in the close to Kittle after the catch yards. Not even close. I think McCaffrey was somewhere in the park, but that's it. George was just so crazy after he caught the ball. Man.
Yeah, no, George is a beast, man. George is an animal, and George really works hard and prepares and all that. And he was really supposed to have that season his rookie year, but he kept getting hurt and everything. But the AB situation, I would love him to come here. But until the Steelers, because the Steelers, even the fans turned on them, man. Like Steelers fans, Bear fans, like they turn on their players, man.
I
And
know. I
they're like, oh, AB said he gotta go and this and that. But man, I listen to rock. I listen to rap, and like say if a rock star colors his hair purple and
know.
dyes his mustache yellow, everybody's happy with it. But when it's a football player, it's like, oh,
Yeah. They put up
he's
with
this
it.
and that.
He's ungrateful.
Yeah,
Look what we did for him. We supported him and everything. And now look what he's doing. He's doing a bowler. Ben Roethlisberger's and he's having fits. Oh, people, calm
yeah.
down.
So
What
and
if he
then
was
man, so
him?
another plot twist. Another plot twist if is he saying the 49ers so the hater of all haters, Pete Carroll, can come swoop on them? Because I don't know. I just got a feeling like I just got a feeling Pete Carroll gonna just that little smirk he does, and yeah,
Yeah.
we signed AB. We traded our 21st pick for it. I just got a feeling, y'all. So everybody be
Ooh.
prepared for
Oh,
that, man.
hey,
Pete
Booker
Carroll's
T,
a hater.
on the money. I said this 2 weeks ago. I says, you know what? If I'm Belichick, I'm Carroll. If I'm, who else is in the playoffs? Any playoff team can give up that first round pick. It doesn't matter who the first round pick is for them. Of course they'll trade.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you got the Packers in the Packers in the mix. Um, you got a few people, man. But the NFC has really changed because they have Tom Brady and Peyton Manning in the AFC for all that time and everything, but now it's kind of switching over to us. So for me, I've just been watching, Kyle Shanahan film and all that, and he's kind of mixed his offense with Belichick's offense as far as getting the ball out quick and all this. So we kind of don't, man. I don't know where he's going with the receiver. Like I like DJ Metcalf.
Ooh,
I like
don't get me started on DK, man. Oh man, I tell you, he's got good speed too. He doesn't run a
he
lot of
got good
route.
speed. The guy from Fresno State,
Oh, you
Keyshawn
talked about him
Johnson.
yesterday. He's got two or
Man,
three E's in his name.
we got options, man. We got options if we don't get AB. Don't worry about that. Our offense was pretty okay, and I said this on the Nighthawk fan club. Shout out to the Nighthawk fan club. Because they call me every now and then too. They bother me. Toby, what you doing? I'll be like, man, I'm tired. They're like, man, wake your ass up, Toby. I'm like, hey, what's going on, man? Give us your feedback. I'm like, man, I told them back in December. I was like, man, if I'm in the draft, I'm going all defense, and I'm standing by that to a certain point because think about our defense right now. Like, who really is penciled in? You got so okay. So you got Buckner,
Buckner
you got Fred
and
Warner,
Fred Warner.
you got Sherman. I mean, but like, who else? Like
Yeah.
you need skills on the defense because we have a coach that can scheme people open. You got Richie
Oh.
James. You got Wes Welker coming with the Richie James connection. God damn, man. And shout out to Trent Taylor as well. But man, Richie has that chip on his
Oh, and
shoulder.
and that's what you. Booker T, hey man, we got to stop. I didn't realize we was. We were sitting there talking like ain't
Oh
nobody else
man,
coming
we
tonight.
talk all
And
damn day,
we
man.
got.
I love everybody, man. Shout out to the Empire, man. It's all good. I'm about to tune in, man. Hey, a lot of people don't want to hit the like button because when you hit the X on the comment section, then you can't come back. So
Is that
after
the
the
way it
show,
works? Oh,
yeah. So hit the X, hit the like, come back, or at least after the show, come back to it and hit that like button, man, for the Ronbo show, y'all. Hey,
thanks,
it's all nothing
fam.
but love, man. Shout out to my homie C Biscuit, St. Griff on in the building, man. Hey, man, we up in this thing, man. I'm gonna keep in touch, Ronbo.
Yeah.
I got some extra sleep tonight just so I can tap in with everybody. Much
Booker T, that's what
love
I'm
to the
talking
Empire.
about. Thanks, fam, because we missed you, man. You
Night!
know.
Ah! All damn day. Have a good night, y'all.
You too, as Booker T. All right. Hey, I said, Chad Garrison says you see them bring up his reckless driving infraction. I know I don't even know if that's the Steelers. I think the Steelers would rather this stuff not be exposed. Now that I think about it, going 100 miles an hour. I read about that earlier. He says I heard they are trying to ruin his straight talk or what. But see, that's not the Steelers because Steelers know he's got to go, so they don't want to hear about this. Who would be doing that? Pete Carroll, Pedro, or John Gruden. Pedro Casino says the Raiders have re-engaged in talks to work on a lease to play the 2019 season at Oakland. I heard about that already. Good, because we didn't want them in our house. Coliseum Authority Executive Director Scott McKibben considers the talks meaningful and productive. Teco, 6-ring coming soon. Pedro also says Cliff Kingsbury on quarterback Josh Rosen. Amid Kyler Murray speculation, Josh is our guy, Robert Gibby. Listen, I want to say one thing about that, though, because Big Show and I already had to think about that on Twitter. I said, Show, when is the last time you've seen an NFL coach or general manager not talk a lot of smack to raise value? Josh is our guy is classic baiting. All right, Josh is our guy. But, we'll entertain offers. What do you got in mind? So, anyway, Robert Gibby says, best golden mustache in the game. Hey, big. Yeah. Eddie Bay. Rob O'Donnell. What we got? Okay, I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, yeah. Eddie Bay, thanks, fam. Robert Gibby, AB projected to be worth a 4th to 6th round draft pick. Can you imagine getting AB for a 6th round pick? Hell, we weren't going to do anything with, well, we're pretty good with late round picks, but still. After our Singh says Arizona bull spitting. I agree. I do not believe they're serious about that. That coach wants Murray, I tell you, Stone Cold 49er, the hardest worker in the game. AB, they do say he definitely puts in some overtime and work. Can you see him and Nick Mullens out there? There's no lights on. They're out there with flashlights, holding the light for each other. Hey, good throw, Nick. Yeah. Also, Civic Sport injected FB6. Quest for 6, AB. And the boss, George. What's up, fam? Eddie B. Thanks for the likes. I'm getting a lot of help with that like. I didn't know about the situation that Booker T just mentioned, though. Be careful with that. Okay. Local 49ers fan. 49ers are also interested in Emmanuel Sanders. Now, see, I heard about that a few days ago, too. Interesting, huh? Because I guess that was plan. They say that might have been plan B. So the 49ers are looking to get a wide receiver out of free agency. There's those people still saying, you know what? This organization is cheap, and Jed York doesn't deserve to own a franchise. He won't spend any money. I knew that wasn't accurate. I just didn't know. Sometimes you ask these players if they want to come to San Francisco, they might hang the phone up on you, especially in years previous to this last two. Because, really, would you want to come to San Francisco 49ers in the shape we've been in the last few years before the last couple of years? Hey, Will.
Ronbo, what it do, man?
Will, man, we got Earl moving to Texas. We got AB making it clear. We got AB making it clear. Look, I done told people, man, they can put these rumors out all they want to about us kissing and making up. I told them to trade me. Now, tell you what, Will, man, I don't know. What are you thinking?
Man, if that's true, man, for not to do that, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Jerry Rice said he'll be his mentor, so man.
So you'll hold him fully responsible. If Antonio messes up one time, get on the phone and call Jerry, right? Yeah.
Well, AB and Jerry should be like in the same room with Kyle and John, and
it's all at the same time. So everybody get everything.
And John need to put his hand on Jerry Rice's shoulder and say, "Look, we gonna do this, but if anything goes wrong with AB, we hold you responsible." So, man, I think Fortnite should go ahead and do it, man. Because it's obvious that he wants to come here.
Yeah.
Like the whole social media, like a lot of reporters have been talking about it for so long. So it's like, if we don't get AB, man, it's like, I don't know. Like, John Lynch going to have some people waiting for him at the facility.
They're going to get on him just like they did about Khalil Mack. Man, you guys don't want to win. You don't even try to get these players that can help us over the hump, man. What's the matter with why you didn't make no deal? And then we find out later, 49ers dealing with the Raiders. I knew something like that was happening. Hey, but Earl, he's back in the confines of Texas. Took wifey back and got the kids, checked in his class. And does that look like a? I mean, somebody said, "Oh man, you know what? He just don't want to live in Seattle no more." Because he knew he's done with that. Wants Seattle to know it too. Could that be the case? 300 miles away from Dallas. If he was really serious about the Cowboys, why don't you move to someplace closer to Dallas?
Man, when I heard that, man, I was like, oh, I'm so hyped up for Earl Thomas to come to San Fran. But when I heard that he was enrolling his kids in school in Austin, I was like, oh man, he might be a Cowboys man.
Yeah,
But to be honest with you,
we already knew that.
Dallas, but Dallas is in North Texas, and Austin is in southern Texas. It's like almost towards Houston, like near the coast. So I don't know. That's kind of weird because you can't play for Dallas and live all the way down there. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how players live in certain areas or whatnot, but I don't know.
I heard it's 3 hours away. I don't know if they meant 3 hours. From Texas is huge. He could have been 3 hours by air. Somebody chimed in on that a minute ago. So it must be a 3-hour drive. So if you go commute for 3 hours or 6 hours a day, that's not going to happen. So he'd have to move in closer, of course, to Dallas. But maybe the family would rather be home in Texas. That's where they're from anyway, right?
Yeah, that's probably be the case. But you never know. We can't close the door on it yet, so you never know.
No, I don't think he's coming. Dallas ain't got no money, Will. They're just them and the Rams is close about the same. Dallas has got a couple of dollars. The Rams got 50 cents. I mean, they ain't got no money, man. That's why I don't know how they go do these things.
Yeah, that's true. If the Cowboys gonna sign Earl Thomas, somebody gonna have to get sacrificed. They're gonna have to sacrifice somebody. So that is important. But if we don't get Earl Thomas, I hope we do. But if we don't, my top choices would be LaMarcus Joyner first. If you can't get LaMarcus Joyner, then you should try to get Adrian Amos, the free safety from Chicago Bears, because he played under Vic Fangio this past season.
Yeah, he's a free agent. I was looking at him too.
Yeah, and I would make Tyrann Mathieu the last resort. He should be the last option. And if that doesn't work, then you might well bring Jimmy Ward back, and I don't want him back. I'm just gonna be real.
Somebody said that on Instagram the other day. I never seen so many replies. Boy, people was mad as hell just for him saying that. I didn't say that. I said, you know what? I don't know if that's such a bad idea. Jimmy Ward's not a bad football player. He just can't help it. Hey, Will, the new system they got in to keep guys strong and healthy, maybe Jimmy could benefit from that. And the 49ers are definitely going to think about that. So people need to brace themselves for that.
Oh yeah. That how it's good. They can get more data about the body. It can be more technology now than just having a coaching staff come in and just look at your body and stuff like that. But now they can use systems and data and stuff like that to check your body and let you know. Just to let you know if you're working too hard or do you need to take some time off or stuff like that. So that's good. That's real good. That's something they can benefit from that. And I expect for the 49ers to be a lot more healthier during the season with that. So I'm all for it, man. So that was a good hire. I like it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this. And after they deploy this program, I can't wait. If we go 5 or 6 weeks and don't have nobody go down, we could be guaranteed for that with some ball games if everybody stays up. That will do it. And you know who's going to get the credit for it? Yeah, it's gonna be Lynch and Shanahan. Finally, they get some love for doing something really right. So I'm loving it.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. Other than that, man, that's all I got for tonight.
Right, good timing.
Everybody know where I stand about the free agency. The free agency edge rushers and Quinn Wing. So I ain't gonna speak on that tonight. But yeah. Hey, but one more thing though. Yeah, it is true. That Emmanuel Sanders thing is kind of. I believe it is true because like Benjamin Albright tweeted that even with the two coaching connections they can't see Antonio going to Denver, they got Emmanuel Sanders as a backup target if they don't get it.
Yeah, so that's how I understood it as well. All right, I
Yeah,
will. I'll be looking for you Friday, unless something crazy happens
yeah,
between now
man.
and the end of the week. All right,
Already, man. All right, you ready, Ronbo?
I'm ready. Here he
You
comes.
ready?
Get
All
ready.
right, man. 9 a.m. Prime, man. Fuck Rudy. The Rams lost and they broke.
That's Will's tagline from now on. That's it. Hey, Will, have a good night. Has anybody seen Rudy? I've not seen Rudy run around. You know how he used to be constantly putting his drool all over every few seconds. Let's see. Jared Goff owns the Santa Clara Empire. You know, I've seen that all over the chat. Where is his poopy talking self now? Hey, Rudy, man, come on back in, man. People want to beat you up anyway. Come on back in here. The Dominator says the Cowboys have to pay DeMarcus Lawrence. Yeah, that's true. You can't franchise tag him forever. That money goes up every year. If they franchise tag him this year, it's going to be an inmate. Well, I mean, really, just go on. It says, so two down Ronbo. So two down Ronbo. So to the, oh, shout out. I'm sorry. Shout out to Don Ronbo. Shout out to the Ronbo maniacs. Go ahead. I love what you do, man. It's just that he's got that jargon down, that I internet jargon, man. It's got me going there. Good to see you, Val. Jose Osvaldo says, is AB really interested in Niners? Oh my God, Jose. You know, nobody's going to talk like that for the length of time that you're going to talk about. I mean, running up and down the streets with Jerry Rice and talk about training, that's just going too far. What else could be going on in his mind if he wasn't? I can't imagine what else is going on. Him and T.O., I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. So I got to believe he does. Anthony McLean, what's up? And Jesus Christ, the name changed. Jesus Christ, my king, sup, fam. Dre Sire Loop, I haven't seen him in a long time. If Bosa is gone, let's trade back for a boatload of picks, a couple of firsts, and extra second and third. If you can get all that, you know. Actually, you're right, though, with the second pick, that should, you know, draw a large prize. I'm not sure if it'd be that much. That's a lot, though. A load of picks. Andre Smith, what's up? And Johnny be good. What up? Yeah, real deal, real talk. 290 JGAB JM. I figure these are players' names. I don't feel like going through. I'll just give you the initials. You can go ahead and put the names in. MGDPTTKB. This is our offense. There'll be a quiz on that later, so we'll be able to figure those out, all right? Big Sis, we have a better chance at landing Tyrann Mathieu than Earl Thomas. Earl wants to be home in Texas. Tyrann wants to be a Niner with AB. And you know, it's true. Tyrann, a long time ago, he came in the league, wanted to be a 49er, actually. But, of course, we had Trent Baalke. And Trent says, I've got other players on my mind besides Tyrann Mathieu. I think he's a little undersized to play in our system, so I'm not really entertaining any thoughts about drafting him. Sorry, it's just the way it is. Cynthia says, hey, I got my hotel room for the Super Bowl. I'm telling you, Cynthia, you know. And what a great place to have Miami. Cynthia, this year, even if we don't go, you know, hang out in Miami, get them little drinks with the umbrella in it and everything, you know. You see Cynthia walking around on the streets like people in Miami. She's wearing a bikini. I always love movies, TV shows and movies that do that. I said, it's really warm there, isn't it? Talking Man 78 said, sup, Ramo? Sup, Talking Man? Harvey, Vegas. He said, hey, what's up, Harvey? Oh, man. Anyway. Hey, Dean, come on back, Dean.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Dean. Well, you know, because every headline you read now, because we're that team that's about to make these choices that are going to put us in the mix, right? So everybody over, and Earl's probably laughing as he's moving his, straightening up his new house and everything. Everybody thinks we're moving back to
Yeah.
Texas. I'm not. You know what? They don't understand. I still want to be in Seattle no more. I could have moved to North Dakota. Thought I'd come on back to my house. So Earl's moving back to Texas.
Yeah, well, dude, it's the same thing too with the Robbie Gold, man. Robbie Gold moved his family back to Chicago.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of Robbie Gold though, man. I don't want him to go back to the Bears. I hope that's not happening.
Well, actually,
but we'll see with that one. I mean, it could be like the same thing with like Earl Thomas. Like they're moving the family over there, but they're still going to become a Niner. Like I don't know.
But do you move to the Bay Area? Going to neutral ground is probably the best thing to do. Anyway, so we know he's from Texas, so he moves back to Texas. We know Robbie is from New York. 49ers is going to really reward him anyway. John Lynch has already made a point of saying, we're going to reward him for all the things he's done. Well, John, we're still waiting. Kerry, what are you waiting for? He's ours. You don't have to wait till the free agency period. Sign him now and use your energies later for the other free agents.
Yep. So this segment's about Antonio Brown. I would love to get Antonio Brown. He's a really good wide receiver. The only thing that scares me is just all the drama all the time with him, though. It's just like social media and then those fits that he has on the sidelines. But
but the fits on the sideline were from a discontented player. I don't remember Antonio doing that before the last couple of seasons. And if Juju Smith-Schuster wasn't on the team, I think he'd still be the same AB, although some people say he's always been a little bit of a diva and high maintenance. But, people say nasty things about people when they're leaving town, especially if you're coming out of their camp,
Yeah. So, I don't know. I still want him. If I woke up in the morning and it was like Antonio Brown got signed to the Niners, I'd be so happy. But I don't want to get rid of a first-round pick, though. That's the thing. Especially this year.
This is the nice thing. He is not of the drama that you're talking about with the police riding out to the house and things like that and the fits on the sideline. His trade value has dropped down a little bit to, somebody said third, fourth. I don't believe it's third, fourth round, but you can get it for a third round or a second round.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, definitely. I'd be totally fine with getting rid of a second round or something, and some money.
Especially just.
But I just want to. I like that first round. I want to keep that.
Yeah, you got to worry about the first round. As I say, worry about the playoff teams that have a first round, even though it's not second. But if you're in the 30 range, 29, 30, 31, any one of those teams can say, Steelers, we got something, man. Take our first round pick. We'll trick you. We're number 29. We'll take it. And that's when we're gonna get backdoored. That's a possibility.
Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. A free agent I wanted to talk about though is that no one's mentioned at all for free safety other than Earl Thomas. Clinton Dix.
Yeah, I know, right?
I feel like he fit in pretty well too, and his last 4 games he had 3 interceptions. I know someone put out a stat that Earl Thomas had 4 games with 3 interceptions. Clinton Dix did the same thing too with his last 4 games that he played.
And I'd love to have him on our team, just because his name is Ha. Every time he pick off, he got Ha.
Oh yeah, got that that kid from The Simpsons, whatever his name is.
Bart?
He's like Ha.
That was perfect.
But
that's how you want to slap Bart every chance you get.
Right. But no, man, I feel like he'd be a good addition though.
He would.
He's still young too. He's not 30, 29, 30, however old Thomas is. But I feel like he
got released. Well. Was he with Washington? Who was he with?
Yeah, he was with the Redskins.
Yeah, it seems like when he got released, people were trying to figure out, now why would they do that? So And I think he got
I didn't
released,
understand it either, especially like with his last 4 games, man. Like I said, he had those 3 interceptions the last 4 games.
William
And,
Rivers believes he says HaHa's not consistent though, and somebody said HaHa's tackling I read was a little questionable at times, but that's a lot of INTs.
maybe with the Redskins, but with Green Bay, he did. From what I saw, he did pretty good. But
and nobody knows why the Packers let him go all of a sudden either, though. It's just something really strange following HaHa. He doesn't do bad work like you're saying, but why is it he can't stay in the same place?
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. Well, it's the same thing with Sue too, man. Sue's been everywhere, and now he.
All right. Well, the guy with Sue,
man,
I mean, Sue doesn't play until the playoffs.
Well, he's got that attitude too. He's got that attitude,
yeah.
you know. So, and he does like dirty shit all the time.
I know. What about Cook? How about Brandon Cooks? He's got a deal now, but how many teams has Brandon Cooks played on before he got to the Rams? Does that make it? That always weirds me out.
I know, and he's such a good player too. Like he was such a good. He did so good with the Patriots, and then they just let him go. And then, I mean, this year he did really good too. But I mean, they're keeping him. So.
But Belichick lets everybody go. If Belichick's mom played for him, he'd let her go too. If she starts asking for contract extensions or anything like that, well, you've got to go, Mom. I'm not.
Yeah, Mommy out of here.
No new contracts. Jesus, Bill.
Yeah, it's crazy how Belichick works, man. I mean, he gets these players and they do so good, and then he gets rid of them, and then he gets different players that still take him to the Super Bowl. You know?
That's what freaks everybody out. So it's the system. I tell you, Trey Flowers is going to be available. Just wait a few minutes.
Oh man, he'd be another good one too. Like I definitely look into Trey Flowers too.
49ers are. They're probably poised and waiting. Bill's probably already called him and said he's gonna be available. Just letting you guys know. That's all I said. If you say I said anything, I'll deny it. But I'm telling you, he's gonna be looking for a job soon. Look at the great players they let go.
And Trey Flowers stays healthy too. That's the thing, man.
Yeah.
I mean, like I told you yesterday, man. Earl Thomas did that injury, man. Like twice on the leg. Like it's just gonna mess up again.
Don't remind me.
And I'm tired of injuries. I can't handle it.
No, nobody can. But they got a new guy in there now that's got a program that might work for us. So we'll see what happens with that. Dean, I'll tell you what, man. Go ahead and let me see tomorrow. Friday we'll be back. All right.
Cool. Yeah, man. I'll be on.
All right. Be looking for you, Dean. Thanks, fam.
All right. All right. Later.
Yeah, when I think about Belichick, if he'll get rid of Chandler Jones, boy, Trey probably knows already. Coach, it was nice working with you. All right. Yeah. We got a championship together. So, but I already know what's up next, so you take care. And that's the end of that. Belichick plays, good luck to you. I mean, save Belichick a job if I have to tell you you're not coming back. Quest for Sick, what's up, fam? He says, is Chris Balky, let's see, is Chris Balky Schultz going to accept Razor? Well, let me get this right now. Ronbo is Chris Balky. Schultz going to accept Razor Lynch's challenge. He keeps tooting his trumpet like he's a real GM. Or the gorilla with the jetpack, number 40 LSU Niners. Are you know about that? Oh, I hope they do that, actually, Razor and Chris. Hey, are you talking about that dude, Devin White? Man, Devin White his quickness is. I wouldn't quarterback if I knew Devin White was going to be playing. And I was a quarterback. Kim Boutro, what's up, fam? And Chad Garris, thanks, Chad. Devil's son, what's up, fam? And the Dominators of the Niners should switch picks with Pittsburgh and give up the 2020 first-round pick. Why? His market value, you don't donate like that. Should switch picks with Pittsburgh, give up the 2020 first-round. Dominic, I'm just delighted you're not in the front office. You don't have to give up that much. Try to keep in mind he's 31. We got 3 solid seasons coming from him at the most. You don't give up all those kind of assets. 49ers and Rockets Rider, the U.S. or San Francisco 49ers, the Usos are San Francisco 49ers fans. There might be a typo there. Otherwise, I don't know what that is. Ramos One says, "Yo, what's up?" Donald Johnson says, "Hey, fam, how's everything done, man? It's doing all right." Daniel Medina says, "Sup?" Hey, Daniel. John Delvin, Emmanuel Sanders is banged up, always hurt. His years are done. Yeah, how old is Emmanuel Sanders? Isn't he 31 or 32 by now? So, yeah, probably, I don't know. We'll see. Jordan Stanfield says, AB is literally all we need and our offense is complete. Actually, because whether he comes or not, the 49ers are going to be fine offensively, but he adds like a dagger. You know, after you've already cut the dude up, he's laying there in pieces, pull out the dagger and just stick it in the neck. Dead. CeeLo's 831 sent a shout out to my wife Anna. She knows I watch a show and says, "Here we go with Ronbo." Wait, let me get her name. What is her name? Anna. And we'll be through soon. You know, 49ers football is a disease, wifey. He'll be back in a minute. And by the way, CLOZ 831, do something really special for Anna. It's almost Valentine's Day, by the way. So you need to start your 2-day Valentine's Day. I promise not to be back out here on Valentine's Day, bother anybody. Because you guys, man, y'all don't exercise any restraint or discipline when it comes to the wifey. Ronbo's running. Hey, can you remind the Empire the Rams only scored 3 points? And let me read that again. Rod Mosey wants to know, can you remind the Empire the Rams only scored 3 points in the Super Bowl? Had no business being there in the first place. And here's the thing. The Rams will go down on record as being same old sorry-ass Rams. Excuse me. Oh, JT, come on in, man.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Oh, JT, man, we're sitting there clowning the Rams, you know, because they were involved in the worst Super Bowl in history and lost. But JT, we're concerned. There are those of us that are concerned about the fact that Earl Thomas has moved his family back to Houston, Texas, or I should say Austin, Texas. And then you have AB that went down on record saying, I'm going to be traded. I'm going to be traded. Nah, y'all got Juju Smith-Schuster. You can let me go. So, you know, it's getting real funny.
You know, I was reading an article earlier, bold prediction somebody made, I think John Clayton or something like that.
Yeah, he's good for that. JT?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to go ahead and tell us what John Clayton's prediction was.
John Clayton said that he thinks that both Earl Thomas and AB is both coming to San Francisco. And I quote, I do believe that them two are coming to San Francisco myself. They're coming. They're coming to San Francisco. I have that strong feeling in my gut. I have that gut feeling, Ronbo, that them two, I think they're coming. Even though Earl Thomas, you know, he moved his family out there. I think, you know, if he's a Texas native, then, you know, I think they just went back home.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Just like you said earlier in the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, I think, and I read another article where, it's too hard to pass up to come play for a team that you already know. You don't even have to, to adjust to the scheme. It's 4-3 defense. He'll fit right in. He'll be seamless. Right there with Richard Sherman.
Seamless segue. Exactly.
Yeah. It just fits like a glove. And I don't see Dallas. I just don't see Dallas going out there. They got to pay their players,
And they ain't got.
They can't pay everybody. Yeah, they don't got a lot of money, and I think if the 49ers throw him, $10 million, I think he'll bite. I think he's coming to San Francisco.
Oh yeah, especially this
And
point in his
AB,
career.
and I think with the AB situation, I think that right there just opened the door to for his way to possibly get traded to San Francisco. If the Steelers are considering trading them to any team, it's going to be to an NFC team, and why not the San Francisco 49ers?
And if the Steelers, I think they're really pissed with AB. So I'm just concerned as to whether or not they're going to do something just to revenge. You know what I mean? Like they're going to say, "Oh, AB, you want to go to San Francisco? Well, guess what? We're sending you to what's an NFC team you would? You going to the Cardinals?" AB would be livid.
hey, but I don't know, Ronbo. I just have that strong gut feeling, and you know what? And if it does come to fruition, we'll be talking about this later on down the line. Talking about, you know what, JT, you was right with that gut feeling of yours. Both of them boys, they both came to San Francisco.
We can only hope, because that would be exactly the better leadership the 49ers need too. That's what's so nice.
And it would, and I think it would. It'd help our younger receivers such as Trent Taylor, but more so Richie James. I think Richie James could turn into a second tier Juju Smith-Schuster.
Well, more of an Antonio. Juju Smith is too big. Richie's more along the mold of probably AB. So I'd like to see Richie pick up some of AB's habits.
Well, imagine having two little ABs. Yeah. Well, one originator, but a second tier AB. Imagine that with the George Kittle, with the Dante Pettis. Oh, can you imagine Dante Pettis' second year, like how you were saying this in the beginning of the segment?
I'm telling people, look out for Dante Pettis, because he's going to be traded for football like he is now this time, instead of the combine and all those other things you got to do when they come out of school. Watch him come in looking like Kittle this year, because George said, I was able to train for football this year instead of all that other stuff we got to do after we get out of school. So I said, ain't that the truth?
I watched a little clip of Dante Pettis. I think he went out for a route, and he just burnt this freaking defender. Like, he broke his ankles. The defender was one way and Pettis was gone the other.
He does that to everybody. I've never seen a defender just stay with him. When he wants to lose you, he will lose you. That's what I'm saying. That's going to go to the next level next season. Oh, man,
so can you imagine, Ronbo? Dante Pettis, second year.
He's a natural. Guy's a natural. He broke all of our greatest receivers of all time. He broke all the rookie records. Rice, T.O. Everybody that's been anybody. What? He broke their records badly.
What?
And didn't have Joe Montana. Didn't have Steve Young. He had Nick Mullens.
Exactly.
CJ. This kid's going to be a phenom. I got a feeling. He is. We'll see.
What the offense is going to be like next year. I mean, this year coming.
With Jimmy out there working it. Oh, man. And I doubt Jimmy's going to be struggling trying to figure out that offense this year. This is going to be the year when people are going to say, because you got people questioning Jimmy. Nick Mullens is a better quarterback. Shut up! Get off, block, delete. Nick is a good quarterback. I say okay, but stop trying to tell me he's better than Jimmy. I'm sorry. I'm back. JT, what else? JT?
Better. He makes the offense roll better.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like George says, man. Guys are catching ball in stride. I mean, he's just a better quarterback. He is elite. That's why he's a franchise quarterback. Or he will be. He hasn't got that status yet, but he will be. Hey, JT, let me see Friday, fam. We'll be back. Tell them what's going to happen between now and then. Then we're going to find out Earl Thomas moves his family to Texas, but he's been seen in the San Jose area house hunting. Uh-oh! Oh! Okay, we'll wait. I love to start these things.
Watch 2 weeks from now. We're going to hear some talks about AB getting traded to San Francisco.
Yeah, it could be. We got to wait till after it's not legal right now. It's still tampering. But at the Combine, they make these conversations. And if we hear about John Lynch and the Steelers and Rooney and anybody else talking, then we'll know, here we go. Something's up. And then, 49ers, we're going to go nuts. We're going to go nuts. Oh, what are they talking about? Oh. They got great stuff. In fact,
I'm loving it. Hey, I want to throw a shout out, man. I want to throw a shout out to somebody, man. I don't know if he's watching the Ronbo show, if he's been keeping up, man, but I haven't seen him on the Ronbo show or heard from him in a while, man. I like what he be talking about when he does come on the show.
Go ahead.
Big shout out to see, it's been a while. He hasn't been on the show. Repent.
Oh.
Repent to Jesus.
Yeah. Repent he's a really busy guy. He got the family there. And Repent will probably be back more closer to the season. I suspect he'll be in right around a little before preseason. So.
All right, Ronbo.
All right, fam. I will talk to you Friday if you get some time. All right.
All right.
He was by the way, Repent. Yeah, I did see Repent in the chat last week, as I remember. Anyway, let us, young God, go Niners. San Francisco says, what's up? Arizona head coach name is Cliff Kingsbury. That's the name of my high school here in Memphis. Hey, San Francisco, I forgot you in Memphis. Kingsbury High, huh? Yeah. Michael Pinegar, first and second round pick, go to Jaguars for Ramsey. Fifth and sixth round to Steelers for Brown. Boy, there's a fantasy. Well, that would be the ultimate. That'd be so nice. Niners Central says AB would be cool and all, but imagine if we could sign Roger Saffold. I go check that person out. Roger Saffold. John Niner 8, AB with Kittle would be a nightmare. Also, Pettis and Goodwin would be wide open. Well, see, Goodwin actually set the table for that. If I put Goodwin on one side of the field and AB on the other, okay, now you talk about vacating the middle of the field. George would be sitting out there, probably sitting down. Nobody's around him. There's a trail of smoke going behind both AB and Goodwin, and there's nobody in the middle, and Kittle makes him get up. Hey, I'm taking this one. I mean, they could tag team because the linebackers, and then you got Jerick McKinnon involved in that mess too. There's no linebacker can stay with Jerick McKinnon. Kyle's going to go nuts if all these guys can stay healthy. John 908 says, Robert Johnson. Hey, what's up, fam? Checking in from Dallas. Robert, keep an eye on Earl Thomas because you got access to some of the news that ain't even leaving Texas. So if you see any movement going on, Earl, let us know, fam. And Joseph Reyes, let's go. Let's go 49ers. The dominator. The Niners play the Steelers division this year, right? Yep. That's why. But, the Steelers don't want to be bothered with any more than this upcoming year. You trade around and he gets loose in the AFC, then you might have to see him more than once or twice. That would be, they don't want that. Ron Williams says, oh, brother Ronbo, this is your 49er family from New Jersey. Sup, Ron? Good name, Ron. Jerry Harris and front office won't get Brown after the allegations. It goes against their MO. Plus, he quit on his team. Niners don't need that kind of baggage. That may have some merit, but now public pressure's in on the 49ers. And I know they don't yield to public pressure usually, but John Lynch will probably not want to let that go for the reasons. And we don't know about those allegations going on. He hasn't been Goodell, and nobody said anything. He's not going to be suspended or anything. That may have been just an altercation that was a shouting match. And we don't even know if it really happened. That's why I've been waiting for a follow-up on that, and I haven't heard anything else. We'll see. Michael Penegard, we have the Steelers at home. Yes, indeed. CBAB sitting on the side of the field. Antonio, what are you doing? No, I'm just waving my boys over there on the other side of the field. I was just saying hi to them. I ain't seen them in a long time. Hey, Joseph Ferrer says, I still think Lonzo could be a great player. And got to work on his offense. His defense is great. Are you talking about Lonzo Ball? Well, yeah, his father, I understand, is getting back in the limelight because he was almost traded. Funny, Joseph. Where are we? Joey Mahoney, yeah, dum de doo ah, ooh, yeah, Joey Mahoney. Joey named his cat after me. We have a connection now. We're family. I'm the kitty's Uncle Ron. Joey, how's my nephew? Hey, that's a boy, right?
Uncle Ronbo.
It has to be a boy. Right?
What's going on?
We got to get him on the show.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I can do that. I can make that happen.
Let me tell you. Well, Joey, as you know, tonight we're concerned with our future free safety moving back to Texas. But, of course, if you've ever been to the Seattle area, you get tired of all that raining all the time. You move out if you can. Antonio Brown has made it clear that he is not going to return to the confines of Pittsburgh. The Steel City is going to have to make that deal and stop lying and joking about we're a big happy family here in Pittsburgh, and we've got Antonio here. We're going to work this out, and we're going to be all right. It's not going to be all right, and Antonio's made that clear. So, but what are you willing to give up is the thing.
Third round?
Third round? Yeah.
If I can get Antonio Brown for a third round,
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
that'd be nice.
That'd be so
Yeah.
nice. I can give him a third round next year for that matter. I mean, if I'm going to give him a third round this year, guys, and I'll throw in a third round next year as well. If you guys going to let us have him for a third round, take two. Yeah. I tell you, that offense would be just ridiculous, Joey. Ridiculous. It's already going to be fiendish as it is. But you add Antonio, that means we don't have Bradley Pinion to be sitting over on the sideline.
But
Coach, can I play? Hey, Coach, I can play wide receiver. All right, Coach, no linebacker. Let me play linebacker.
how about this, Ronbo? Have Kittle, AB, and DK Metcalf on the same team. Oh man, I like that.
Oh God. We got DK. I want to see what he looks like in the pro level because, like, right now, DK, I understand he doesn't have a lot of moves, but he's like Alshon Jeffrey on speed, right? So if you throw the ball up in the air, unlike a lot of guys, because I don't like 50-50 guys. I like guys who can gain separation. That's that. Kyle's got me spoiled like that now. But you throw the ball up and Metcalf's out there. Actually, I feel sorry for the dude that's trying to stay with him,
Jeffrey can't run a 4.4, Ronbo. Metcalf can.
Gosh, that's that big moving that speed. And if you multiply mass time distance along with that, that's the impact. If you're a defensive back, 5'9", 5'10", like a lot of them, 10, 11, and here comes Metcalf down the field, and you got in the way,
6'4".
all you hear in the background is, oh, man. Hey, time! Oh, my. He's not moving! Hey, medics! He should have moved. We didn't ask him to be that brave. Ah, God.
You know how
Sheik had Cortland Sutton last year. Well, this year I got DK Metcalf,
Hey,
so
you
he's
never-
he's my Cortland Sutton this year.
If you're making a mock draft, that's one of the first names I put on my mock draft, and I'm gonna make one later too for the season. And DK goes in.
Yeah.
I'm picking him in my second round. I'm thinking about trading back into the first round, just in case, because
Yeah.
there's a lot of players going to go before, because people have defensive needs, offensive line needs.
Yeah.
So DK could slip into the second round. He could be a first round pick, though. They say it is possible, but man, and we'd have first shot at him probably. Oh, God. Whew, man.
When you gonna put out that mock draft, Ronbo? So
I always wait till wait. Golf on Santa Clara has returned. I always wait till everybody else. We're going to start the mocks this weekend. Tony's going to kick off. You got a mock this year, Joey?
this year. Speaking of mocks, the reason I asked is because I got a coworker, and I've been begging him to call into your show. He's a diehard Niners fan, and he said, man, we talked about it. I talked about you today at work today. He said, you know what? He said, I want to wait till he does a mock draft, because when I go on his show, I want to ask him about like 5 things, like what do I think it is, what do I think it is, and I want to ask him about players. I said, easily ask him all that. I said, all you gotta do is go on the show, and you call in, and he said, yeah, that's right. I want to call in, but right now I don't want to, because I don't have all my all the information, like all the player names and all that. So give me some time, and when it gets closer to the draft, he's gonna call in. His name's Lewis. He's a good buddy of mine. He's at work.
Lewis, right?
Niner fan. Yeah.
And a lot of people waiting for that. Right now, we're allowing people to come in starting this weekend. If you think you've got a firm grasp on the draft, you can go ahead. But right now, we want to know what free agents you're going to go after and why. Give us your draft picks and tell us how you're going to employ them and work them right into Kyle Shanahan's scheme. All of that stuff. But yeah. Start now, because there's only a few weeks, Joey. It's going to go by quick, too. I mean, these weeks flash, right? And first thing you know, it's draft night. Oh, free agency time. 3 days to sign.
March 13th. Yeah, wait. Was it March 13th, right? This year for the free agency?
Is who? What?
March is the 13th?
Yeah, you know what? I haven't looked at that date. You must be somewhere near it. Isn't it March?
I think so.
Because
March is free agency, and then April's the draft.
Yeah, so it has to be, yeah. All right. Well, Joey, we have ran our time. Say hello to my namesake. And I'll see you Friday if you get some time, huh?
All right. I will see you Friday, bro.
All right, Joey. You too. Have a good night, fam. They see you gotta watch what you wish for. And I said, where is golf? Golf on Santa Clara, and sure enough, here he comes. Because you get embarrassed to get but coach is working him. I love it. Work him, coach. Work him. Angel Shah says, I think the Niners should give a 4th and 5th round pick for AB. Well, not both, but the 49ers are good at picking these gems up late. One of them is enough. Maybe give him a 4th round pick next year too. Michael Hang says, he says, looks like the other teams can afford AB's contract due to his last 3 years is $36 million, and they can cut him if things don't work out. So they don't owe AB nothing. Yeah. Well, that's true. But the thing that's working, AB set it up for the 49ers by making clear that that's where he wants to go. Now, if you're another team and you bring him in knowing that he doesn't really care to play for you, this is kind of a risky thing. If a player's coming to the 49ers and he doesn't want to come, wouldn't that freak you out? Because that means he'd be going out there, going through the motions. It's a job. He's only going to put in like 60 or 70%. You don't want a guy like that on your team, right? So if he doesn't want to play for you, you're not going to go after him. You're certainly not going to give up any assets. Kevin Shen says there's always a possibility of Steelers accepting trades from other teams. That's what I just alluded to. Unless the 49ers want to overpay. But they might capitalize on a trade like how Dallas capitalized off of Amari. And did Amari want to go to Dallas? So he didn't mention. Amari just all of a sudden just learned how to start playing ball when he went back to Dallas. But like I say, Kevin, if I'm an owner of a team and I know that guy doesn't really want to come and play for my team, I am not going to give up anything to get him. And then when he gets here, so you went and made a deal. Huh? I'll just tell you the truth. I don't really want to be here, but I'm gonna do my job because I'm a professional. But you know, I'm just letting you know. So I don't want that. I don't want that. That's what I'm saying. I don't think anybody's gonna want AB unless they talk to him beforehand and can get a favorable response from him. Like, yeah, okay. Yeah, if the Steelers bite, I'm good. You know. So we already know how he feels about the 49ers. So that's why you stay out of that. And she made it public about it. Richard Ray Archuleta. Who's their names? Where's that name? There's somebody who. That's a famous name. Hello from Seattle from Richard Ray. What's up, fam? Niner Empire 77, red and gold and purple and gold for life. Niner Empire, I hear you. Feeling it too. Jay Harrison said, we don't need Brown's drama. People still worried about that. Why would Lynch want that baggage, especially after dealing with Foster's antics? Plus, he's a quitter. No thanks. You know what? The thing is about, there's such a contrast and difference between Reuben Foster and Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown was to some degree mistreated in Pittsburgh, and that had a little bit to do with his acting out. When a player of that caliber gets disrespected, he will do those kind of things. I understand about him being mistreated, but he is a grown man, and he should actually control his emotions a little better than that, and take that inside behind closed doors. Start throwing all the shit on the floor and screaming and hollering and everything, and go nuts inside the locker room or in the office of Tomlinson or Rooney Jr. Rooney the second. I'm sorry. Don't do that on the field, and don't go public with it. That kind of looks bad. So that part I do agree. Hey, Demetrius.
Ronbo, going on, bro?
Oh, D, man, we're sitting there. We're showing concerns tonight about the fact that as Earl Thomas, is he a possibility? Okay, we get him. Rod in his leg and all. And also, what's going on with AB? AB made it clear. I guess you don't want to hear any more rumors about the Steelers are making amends or making up. And we're having candlelight and wine dinners on a daily basis. We're going to be okay. No, AB just says, look, I already made it official. I told everybody at that office, trade me now. So,
Mm-hmm.
But what what would we go give up for him, though?
Shit, we could give up a third round. And I say, like, damn. I don't know, Ron, but I just give up a third round and some money for him because we got some good, exciting young players, man.
I know. You're right. 49ers will be fine.
I don't want one of them to leave and blow up somewhere else. We got to keep it in-house, man.
Oh. So, yeah, a pick. A pick should be enough.
How about, would you give up Joe Staley?
No!
A third round in Joe Staley?
With me, that's a sentiment. I can't give up Joe Staley. And I know Joe Staley doesn't want to go to Pittsburgh. He's already said he'll retire before he leaves and goes to another club. He says, I've only known the 49er way. So he's not going,
But nah, that's what's up, though. But, shit, Ronbo. I'll take Earl Thomas, man. A rod in his leg, a lightning rod. That's what it would do to the San Fran. Shit, send a lightning rod through us.
Hell no, Staley won't go. Hell no, Staley won't go.
No, I know. Staley's not going.
Oh, man.
Demetrius just playing.
It's all good, bro, man. Niner for life, bro. It's all good, man.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Now, all jokes aside, though, like, it'd be a good fit for us. We could use them.
Wait, who?
We need all the help we can get if we trying to win, man. That's my whole thing. Like,
and depth,
get what you can get so we can win. And you could teach the younger players, too.
They're bringing in a new program to keep those guys from getting hurt. This is the thing that's been killing the 49ers more than anything else the last 2 years. It helped us last year, though, because we gained Jimmy G. I don't know if not for all them injuries. Oh, Hoyer looked bad, too. That helped, too. But, yeah. And last year we found out about some players that some of them digressed in their second year. But, yeah, some of these injuries have been instrumental in the future success of this team. I don't want it to continue now, though. We've had enough. Let's have these guys stay on the field, please, and let's go.
Yo, we got to get that. Yo, Ronbo, man, we got to get that dog in us. We be looking soft out there. I've been watching some old, some games and shit from this year and shit, man. We was looking soft, man.
They
Like
didn't
getting
care.
pushed around, like ain't got no fight. We need some fight, man. We need some dogs, man. We gotta stop playing, man. We are the San Francisco 49ers for the rest of the other 31 teams.
Demetrius, when they lost Jimmy G, I guarantee you, even they tried to stay professional, the wind got let out of the sails. And actually, though, that game they played against the first week, when they lost against Minnesota, I knew the mood about, I don't know what Jerick McKinnon was doing, but I think Kyle must have told him, we're going to have to rework our playbook because we had a lot that was hinging on Jerick's movement on the field. It was going to involve a lot of players. So, and I got a feeling there was a little bit of letdown there, you know?
Yeah,
so,
you right, though. The move did feel kind of strange. Like,
yeah.
After he got hurt and then Jim, it didn't feel right, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It didn't feel right. But I'm with AB coming. I'm with Thomas coming. If you think about it on offense, you'll have, like the other caller was just saying, you'll have AB. You can have Peterson on one side. You can line up AB, Kittle, McKinnon, and Goodwin on one side. And they could just have a race and see who's going to win.
Bunch formation.
And then you got Peterson on the other side. Like, man, look. Gee. Man, look. And then you got whoever else coming under the middle, man. Look, we got some young boys. That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'd love
other
to do
than
that
that, I
bunch
think
formation?
we're going to have a good year, Ronbo.
Go ahead and put I'm going to put Trent Taylor in that mix. Put Trent Taylor, Marquise Goodwin, and AB in that bunch formation.
Holy shit.
I want to see a defense on the planet as they split off in three different
directions.
directions.
Man, they're being prevent the whole game. They're being prevent the whole game. Hey, yo, Ronbo, before I go, I know my time about to be cut off. Yo, you got to look at this. I don't know if he's an out. I'm gonna look it up, but I seen him. I was looking through some shit. I'm scouting, man. He's an outside linebacker from Arkansas State. He go by Raheem Bingham.
Okay.
He's a beast. He's a beast. Raheem Bingham.
Okay. Because I be taking notes, man. Because y'all be knowing about these college players, and I don't pay attention to college players till now. You know.
Arkansas State.
Raheem Bingham.
He's gonna. You could look it up right now. Just look at the highlights while you doing what you do. But he's gonna slither through the cracks. I say probably like the third round, fourth round. But
he could be had late rounds. I always love them. Those are the jewels. Look at
yo,
George.
Bro, go. Yeah, go look at him. You'll see. You're gonna be like, holy shit. He gets off the ball quick. Holy shit. You'll see.
But I gotta tell you,
that's all I had to say.
All right, Demetrius.
And
good stuff.
Now you already know, Ronbo, all day. Niner for life.
All right, fam.
Have a
Appreciate
good night.
you too. Talk to you Friday. Ah, man. There he is. It's Goof owns the Niner Empire. And what did he say? He said, yeah, you guys talk like this every year. Well, the thing is, Rudolph, at least we usually could. You guys never could. You still shouldn't. Last year, you embarrassed yourself in the first round of the playoffs, and then somehow you get gifted into the Super Bowl, and you get embarrassed again. You guys don't measure up. You don't belong in the same place with the elite. Stay out of the way, Rudy! Where was I now? Ricardo Rodriguez says AB can come to San Francisco, but only if he stops with the social media kid stuff. That's a good point, Ricardo. You know, he probably will. Because I don't know if he's ever been as active on social media as he is now. If he's going to be a grown man and put in the work, I'm all for it. And I heard he's one of the hardest working dudes in football. So, you know, he'll learn that. And John's going to have a talk with him. He's probably going to say exactly what you're saying. Now that you're here, I suspect that you'll be a little more responsible publicly, Antonio. And you know what I mean? What I wish you'd do is go ahead and calm it down a little bit, pump the brakes on Twitter and Instagram and all those things. Okay, let's get busy. Okay, keep smiling when you're talking to him. Devontae Cooksey. I'm sorry. Oh, wait, am I right? Yeah, Cooksey. I was getting. You know, Kook. Kook is spelled with a K, isn't it? Devontae Cooksey says Jimmy G and Tom Brady will play in the 2019 regular season. That's going to be crazy. And I also, let's see, love TV. What you do? What do you think? You know, or you're also live TV. I say, and I'm also live TV. What do you think, Devontae? Roger Goodell would. I mean, he'd have a Woody on for the whole 3 hours of the game. If you got Jimmy G versus Tom Brady, the problem is though, 2 years from now, Tom Brady will probably, I don't care what he does, TB12 and all, he will probably have digressed in such a way where it won't be fair, you know. And Jimmy G will be in his stride, and I don't see the 49ers losing that one, Belichick and all. So you know. If they can make it happen next year, I got a feeling that would be the biggest. Unlike the Rams, it would be the biggest viewing in NFL history. Guarantee you. Jimmy G versus Tom Brady, Super Bowl 54. Talk about theater. Angel Vega says AB will make Dante a superstar. Yeah, oh yeah. All-Star Luna says that. We got some guy from hockey as our sports science guy. He is said to be the best sports science in the business. Yeah, is it Ben? Ben? What's that he calls his name? Anyway, yeah, he just came over from the Philadelphia Flyers. So yeah, we're looking forward to Ben Peterson is him. All-Star Luna. Beto says they say that AAB could go for a 4th-round pick or 6th-round pick. It depends on what happens on his case. You know, that's the thing. Every team in the league is going to make that bid. They're going to think about it. But if AB doesn't want to go there, I don't know what kind of clause AB has in his clause where they can accept or reject trades. He might. You know, when you're of his caliber player, you can actually get that clause put into your contract. Young God. Hi, young God. Daniel Garcia says, "Not Empire 831." The Dominator says, "I hope we get Anthony Barr." You know, the 49ers should get Anthony Barr and do exactly Anthony Barr. I don't know though. Would you be wasting his talents putting him at the Sam? I'd reassign him though. You know, these positions can be altered and rewritten. Now, that's the thing. You don't have to stick to tradition with this, and I hope the Salad's got enough creativity to do. Trez, don't call me out here, Trez. Ronbo, man. You know Robert Saleh ain't got no creativity. Hell, he's lucky he got a job.
And that's the truth. And that is the truth.
I knew Trez would chime in. Trez, you and I could go out there and help him out with that, all right? We could say, Robert, Trez and I, and Trez is like, I'm trying to convince him that you know what you're doing, and I'm here to support you on this. Now, there's some alterations we can make in these defensive positions, and we don't have to actually get burnt up on every play. So, you know, if you'd like to sit down and let us talk to you for a minute, I believe we can make things better. Trez, I can see it now.
No,
Security.
I'm not gonna have a conversation with him, Ronbo, because I don't want him on the team no more. So no.
Trez, hold on.
So he needs to be replaced. I'm gonna stand by that.
Trez, I knew you was there. Trez, I got Nighthawk said before he goes to sleep, and I'm gonna get back to you because we gotta talk. All right, you hold on here, please. Nighthawk. Uh-oh, too late. Nighthawk to nod it out. Nighthawk. Nighthawk. Lullaby. And good night. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, Nighthawk. Hit the floor, soldier, and do not sweat or anything on my deck. Down, give me 50 push-ups right now. We're going to run 5 miles an hour. My name is not Corporal Ronbo. Nighthawk? If he could go through all that noise, he really is asleep. Okay, go ahead. It's time for me and Trez to have this conversation anyway, because, you know, Trez has been giving me a break lately. You know how he feels about Bobby Sala. So without any further ado, he hails from Atlanta, GA, the place where the Super Bowl 53 was played and the Rams were embarrassed like we've never seen a team get embarrassed before. He is one half of the TNT Connection. He weighs in at about 215 of nothing but solid rock. Here's Trez.
Hold up. Wait a minute, Ronbo. Don't spread all that red and gold up in it.
Oh, gosh, yes. Throw an extra amounts. It's everywhere. Just like I'm throwing a little bit on me. Trez, I know you got something you want to say about my boy Bobby Sala. But I've got good feeling about that boy.
Don't have it, Ronbo. Don't put your faith in him. Don't put all your eggs in one basket when it comes to Robert Sala, Ronbo. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for the season because, y'all banking on him.
Yep.
Y'all saying, get him some groceries.
Yeah.
Let's see where he go with the groceries and all that. Well, guess what? He gonna get some groceries.
Yeah.
He gonna get some groceries this time around. He gonna get some.
He's
and
gonna have
it's
Earl
gonna be an
Thomas.
epic fail again.
You have Earl Thomas.
And I'm gonna say, you know what? And speaking of Earl Thomas, Rumble, there's something I don't understand. This something I've been listening to the show. I've been trying to get in. Y'all shut it down a little early, Rumble. I used the pen to get in. It was early. I said, hold on, I'm gonna shut it down. This early, I couldn't get in, but. I just gotta talk about
you did refresh. I don't know if you had the right pen, but anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, but I gotta talk about this Earl Thomas thing real quick.
All right, go ahead.
It amazes me that everybody can put AB in a negative light so much. Oh, he's an Asian receiver. This man is at the top of his game still. Still, Ronbo, still, okay? Still a Pro Bowler, still a 1,000-yard receiver guy, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but, I've just put it at 1,000. Yeah, but he's over. We know that. But I'm saying we're going to put it at 1,000.
Okay.
So he's still that guy, that go-to guy, still a number one. Yeah. But we can make all the argument in the world of not wanting to bring AB to the 49ers. But they don't make that same argument about Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas and AB is the same age. You know what I'm saying? It's 1 year apart between their age.
Oh, yeah, Earl will be 30. Yeah, that's right. Earl will be 30 come season time.
Right.
His birthday's in May.
Right.
Yeah.
And who has the most wear and tear on their body? Earl, because Earl has been through 2 major injuries. You see what I'm saying?
He's a free safety. That automatically gets you hurt.
Right. So I'm sitting here saying, if you're going to make an argument, then the argument would be not to bring Earl because of the injury proneness. You know what I'm saying? Or being, let's say not injury prone, but being damaged goods. Okay? Let's use that term, being damaged goods. Is he still elite? Who knows how he's going to come back off of this injury? We don't. That is a question mark right there. You don't know what you're getting with him now. But you can make all the argument in the world on why to bring him and why not bring AB. I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all, man.
There you have it.
For me,
Trez has put that argument out there.
It's an easy choice.
You call in, explain if you do not appreciate AB, but you do Earl. I mean, there's a topic to explore, right?
Yeah. I wish people would be more, give me some clarity on that because that I don't understand. But Demaryius Thomas got cut today, Ronbo. So. I just want to throw this out there to you, Ronbo. We picked up an agent.
Hey, excuse me, Trez and stuff, but I feel you, bro. I mean, but it's like if AB's willing to put his bullshit aside and come in and work and stuff, I'm all for it.
But everybody keeps saying bullshit. What bullshit?
Mm-hmm.
The man, because he wanted to get paid,
No,
that ain't bullshit.
It's like as far as his, antics on the sideline and stuff, and Facebook Live.
What people keep saying antics. I haven't seen this guy do anything on the sideline. He got upset with the organization, and he expressed himself in a way on the last game. He chose to leave, not stay, support the team. I mean, what's the antic though? At one point in time, everybody on the team, that shit doesn't happen on our sideline that we don't know nothing about. Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
Except for Michael Crabtree. I do know about Michael Crabtree's antics on the sideline, though. I seen the camera got on him.
Right. All right, and we put up with that. Hey, we pull up with Terrell Owens. Let's go back through history. You know what I'm saying? All the antics we had to put up with. You know what I'm saying? From a receiver. Come on, AB ain't nowhere near what Terrell Owens was. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And wait,
Hey,
it gets better than that.
Let's
go to OBJ. Now, there's a man who's a cartoon on the sidelines.
Right.
Hey, yo, Trev. Hey, I mean, it's like, I'm like, I mean, it's like, I mean, like I said, I mean, I don't mind AB coming along and stuff, but the last thing that's like, we're coming up, we're not trying to keep taking 2 steps back, and keep get set back. So, I mean, I'm all for it. I mean, I just don't want this to blow up in our face, bro. And
but
look.
Okay, but look, what we're trying to build is an explosive offense. And with AB at the helm, that would be explosive. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Let me throw something out to you. I was going to finish my point. Stay on the line with me. Demaryius Thomas was cut today. Demaryius Thomas, 6'3". Well, let's put it out there. He's 31 years of age. He's 6'3", 229, 230. He's that big target that we've always been wanting, like that Alshon Jeffries type big receiver, big body we didn't want. We picked up an aging Pierre Garçon that was 32 years of age that gave us absolutely nothing.
And barely
I looked at Demaryius Thomas' numbers. You know why Demaryius Thomas' numbers fell the way they did? Because Demaryius Thomas, he started the game, but he got less touches. They worked him out of the offense instead of putting him in the offense on the team that he went to. So can you imagine us having AB, Demaryius Thomas, Marquise Goodwin, George Kittle, Kendrick Bourne, Richie James, Pettis, and Trent Taylor? Man,
AB is 5'10". He's not 6'3".
Huh? We're not talking. I said Demaryius Thomas is 6'3". We're not talking about AB. Can you imagine? Can you imagine having that type of a lineup, bro? For real. Now forget you got McKinney, you got Juice. You know what I'm saying? You I mean, you imagine having that type of explosive offense, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna. My whole thing is right with Brady. Yeah. But I'm saying if we gonna make a push, let's do like the Rams. Let's go all in, man. Let's go all in because the one thing we've been missing is that big target in the end zone down in that red zone. And Demaryius Thomas is that type of a player, bro. You know what I'm saying? Big body, big frame, can go up and get the ball. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? I'd still rather draft DK Metcalf.
Oh, well, Ronbo, I got you. I feel you on that. But what I'm saying is, sometimes, it's best to go get veterans when you're trying to make a move and then work the younger players in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because, look, you still got to develop Richie James. You still got to develop Kendrick Bourne, Richie James, and Pettis. So, AB is a veteran, Demaryius is a veteran, Marquise is a veteran, and Kittle is playing like one. So, I mean,
well, I agree with that.
And then, but like I said, like Coach Tim said just now, I'm reading the chat over here. Yeah. He said Demaryius is too old. He said he's too old. He's 31, but we picked up. But hold on, Coach. Let me tell you this, Coach. But you picked up Marquise, not Marquise. You picked up Pierre Garçon. That was 32 years of age. When we picked him up, he was what, 30? And he gave us absolutely nothing.
Well, see,
nothing.
Trez, I just want to point out on that. We picked him up at 32, and he's been in a rocking chair ever since. Pierre lasted for 8 weeks, and he's been in a hospital room and drinking Geritol ever since. So you got to be careful when you get these guys at 30, 31, 32, because Pierre is exactly what we're talking about. Let
Ronbo,
these guys at 31, 32.
But I was all for, but Ronbo, who was all for getting rid of Pierre? Pierre need to leave the team. Exactly. And I said that a whole year ago. Yeah. Pierre is doing nothing for us, and this guy needs to be gone. I said that a whole year ago, so he shouldn't even play the season.
Trez, I still think they would have broke his neck. He had that 1 year left in him, though. Yeah. But Trez, guys, we gotta let somebody else in here now. But Trez, awesome
all right,
stuff.
Well, but look,
and lots of food for thought.
Oh yeah. Shout out to my tag team partner. Shout out to Vader. Shout out especially you, Ronbo, for all you do, man.
Thanks, Phil.
Shout out to Sheik and, the whole Night Hawk playing club, man, Ken and all them guys, man. Look, I'm gone, Ronbo, but, like I said, food for thought on this, man. I want to be explosive this year, man. Demaryius Thomas, I think, can help us. The guy had been injury prone. He's a starter. They worked him out of the offense every way he been. He ain't got the same touches. All you got to do is go look at his stats and look at where his touches went. They went down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, hey, we've always wanted that big body guy, man.
Yeah. We got him coming in. Maybe. And they might give him a shot, too. All right, Trez. Good stuff, fam. Talk to you later.
All right, Ronbo.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good one.
You too. Yeah, Trez making a lot of sense there. You got to be. The thing is, I always wonder where the 49ers want to spend their money. You add a certain amount of vets, and you have less kids. I don't know what the ratio is and what they think is ideal, because you know how they formulate everything in the NFL. We'll see what they're going to do next, though. Where are we here? Mike DeCoy says, can you give Fruity Rudy a Niner shout-out for those 3 points? Rudy! That's Rudy. 1. Rudy. 2. And Rudy. 3. Hey, Rudy. Next year, at least get a safety to go along with it. What am I talking about next year? Ain't going to be no next year? Jermaine Adams says, go Niners. And Coach says, remember, defensive tackle Bryant Young played half his career with a rod in his leg. Ooh. He was fantastic. Earl Thomas can and will do it. Trust me. There you go. See, I'm not the one that worries about that. I wonder, Coach makes that point, though, because we've heard about that, and it's kind of scary. Coach goes on to say, you guys say that Saleh can't coach, are talking way out of line. Like I said, give the man some tools and see what he does. If he doesn't deliver, then he gets fired. But I think he does. And, Coach, mark me down on that same team in camp. See, we're going to be able to work Trez next year. I just know it. If he gets Earl over the top, that automatically alleviates a lot of problems that they've had getting beat deep. And if we get one more guy to help out that frontline defense rush, it's like Booker T said, stop crying about what happens in that pass game. Kill that quarterback's ass, and a lot of things will be changed. Jux373 says, get Josh Allen. That will fill the linebacker position, and then get Rohit Bingham. Oh! We just got to talk about Rohit Bingham to fill the defensive end position. John McNair, if you're blaming Saleh, then you're not watching the same games I'm watching. I'm telling you, John. But Trez, I think you just didn't appreciate Robert Saleh because of the fact that he shaves his head. Wait a minute. Trez shaves his head, too. And right, Trez, you mentioned me picking on Robert Saleh. And it's just blatant. I don't know what it is, Trez, but you just don't like the man for some reason. And it got nothing to do with football. Trez, you know I'm messing with you, man. Trez, come back and get me. I'm sorry, Trez. Adam Garcia says Raiders' new stadium options are Tucson and Birmingham. By the way, you know that the Raider facility will include a holding cell for people who don't know how to act during the course of the game. They don't play that in Vegas, apparently. I think they're going to have holding cells in the newer stadiums. I think they're all going to have holding cells. So when you start...
Philadelphia been had holding cells.
Do they really? Philadelphia.
Yes, sir. I'm a Niners fan from Philly. This is Big Joe.
Hey,
Everybody else that's not a Niners fan does not matter to me. I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of watching New England win.
Oh.
We need to get it together. It's killing me. I've sat in front of this TV in Philly. It's bad when you had to watch the Philadelphia Eagles win the Super Bowl last year, and you're a diehard Niners fan.
And that celebration going on all around you. Oh.
All around me. And I still was in my red and gold, so I'm 6 feet dead and cold.
There you go. You know what? This is the thing about it. You have to endure those moments to prove the fact that you really are sincere. Because I look at the Rams fans, all of a sudden the city of LA is all lit up in blue and gold. I said, where were these people at? Normally you see these people walking around the streets in daily life and other things like that. How come they just show up in the playoffs and now they go in the Super Bowl, you can't find your way through a crowd without running through Rams? Come on,
Their fan base is terrible. They're not worried about that fan base out there. Everybody that was at the Rams and Niners game mostly had Niners gear on. It's not even a home game when you play in that stadium. You know that. That's a fact.
I know. I loved it.
It's a fact. They don't even have a fan base. They're more worried about Hollywood and everything like that. When other teams travel to go there to watch them play, it's more when Green Bay was there.
this year. It was Green Bay fans more than it was Rams fans.
Mm-hmm. And the poor, I almost call them the Clippers, but the Chargers got the same thing going on. Chargers got everybody's fans there, but because Chargers left San Diego, and San Diego says, we ain't riding up in L.A. because y'all shouldn't have left, man, so whatever, you're on your own. And now you get all these other fan bases coming in there, too. That's hilarious stuff. L.A. has entertainment, and some of these teams, the Chargers I feel sorry for because they moved in, but the Rams left Joe and had the nerve to come back in and thought they was going to come back into open arms. They got a surprise coming, except for Rudy.
I just can't take this losing. I can't remember us being this bad for so long.
You know,
it kills me every
pockets.
time.
We have but we always rebound.
Yeah,
but we have these little pockets.
Yeah, but we had so much hope last year with that 6-10, and Jimmy don't step out of bounds. Are you kidding me? Step out of bounds, Jimmy. We'd have been all right. Because a lot of games we lost, we was in it this year.
Yeah.
We just didn't come through. But we need to go ahead and spend that money. Spend that money. I'm tired of it. Spend that money. Everybody else is, go ahead and spend that money.
They're going to spend it in a way where they're going to get those blue chip players, but they want to make sure that they don't lose any blue chip players. So you got to re-sign DeForest Buckner. Jimmy G's already been paid, so you don't have to worry about him anymore. You got to sign Fred Warner. Be ready for him and a couple of a little later on. There's certain guys you just got to make sure you got the funding coming up because these years, these rookie seasons, they seem to go by really quick. Before you know it, the dude is up for his contract. He's like, what? We just got him in the draft. It's time to pay him. So, you know.
Yeah, I know.
You got to be careful of that. But we don't have a lot of those guys. So you're right. We can spend a little money now.
Yeah. And losing Reuben Foster, who's supposed to be a monster linebacker, that killed me right there, man.
He was.
That killed me. It sounded like the second coming of Alden Smith. Remember?
It was. It was the second. But
man.
Reuben made it worse so because Reuben seemed like he was all right. And then all of a sudden we hear him have lost his mind. Joe, why did she know where his hotel was? Reuben, come on, man. That information is not made public. They do that on purpose. You called her.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. All the way from Philly, but I'm riding, man. Your show is awesome, man. I got to give you a thumbs up, and I show you
Thanks,
love.
Joe.
But like I said, everybody that's on this right hand on this chat, if they're not a Niners fan, guys, their opinion don't matter. It's San Fran all day. Remember that. All the way from Philly, baby.
Hey, appreciate you too, fam. And the thing is, Big Joe, I don't know, in Philly, let's see, in the tri-state area, because like Raider fans, we got people like right across the street. Even some of us, a lot of us have, even with their own family. You come back for Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner, and there he is sitting there in your colors, and you want to bitch slap him, even though he's your cousin, But the thing is, and then they start talking, and you try to, and your uncle, man, don't y'all start that shit up in here. And I'm saying, you know what? I will go ahead and go home. Things like that happen.
That's the same way I feel about all Eagles fans.
Yeah, So, you got to deal with Eagles fans. That's right.
Yeah.
So,
I got to, and they are the worst fans on the planet.
I know. I've seen them on forums.
Oh, yeah. They are the worst fans on the planet. That's why we got a jail cell in the stadium here. We've been having it since the vet days.
like the Mets used to be that way. I had a friend who used to be a big Mets fan, and he said they stopped selling beer for Mets games because fans would bust out. It would take like the National Guard to break it up. I said, y'all on the East Coast, man, y'all take sports to another level, man. That's hilarious.
This Philadelphia, man. They get down, man.
Oh, man. Well, Big Joe, I tell you what, man. If we get AB and we get Earl Thomas, that money, it's going to be a nice kind of payment. And you got your rookies coming in like DJ Reed. And these guys that can pay attention and watch because they got talent, but they need to learn from the masters. Even Richard Sherman, he's going to leave his footprint on that team too. So when these guys leave in a couple of years, whatever time they're going to be, you got guys that come in right behind them. This is why those guys are invaluable to have, and I just hope they do sign them and let that happen. So.
Yep. But the problem is if they move Richard Sherman to safety, and we can get somebody to help him over the top, he gonna get a lot more interceptions.
Yeah. Because you can't go away from
that move because they was talking, nope, you can't go away from him. Nobody was throwing to the side of the field this year, and now he's healthy. He's completely healthy.
respect. And they waited. They
Yep.
waited too long. You throw on the side of the field now, he will kick your ass because I'm pretty sure he's feeling a lot better than he was last year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like it. I can't wait till the season. Big
Yes.
Joe, man, tell you, man.
We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine, baby. I'm on my way out there for the first time. It's on my bucket list. I've never been to the San Francisco. Yeah, I'm coming out there this year. I can't take it no more.
I tell you. And when you come out, Big Joe, I bet you'll bring some good luck, man. They'll probably win that game for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be calling you and letting you know we won the game.
All right, let me know, man. All right, Big Joe.
Yes, sir.
Good to hear from you, fam. Look to hear from
Thank
Friday for some time. All right, have a good night.
All right, yes, sir. You too.
Oh man, yeah, that's my little brother Reggie. I got Kenny is like Kenny's a Kansas City Chiefs fan, but he's been a Kansas City Chiefs fan for a long time, so I can't get on him about jumping on the Mahomes bandwagon. Keith is a Vikings fan, but he's an indignant Viking fan, so he doesn't give me a lot of trouble. It's the Raider fans in my family that I can't sit with. And you know who they are and how they are, because they ain't never won. They got 3 trophies, they ain't never been back relevant since. Robert Gibby says Earl ran a 4.43 at the combine. Boy, jamming, boy. And Gohard says Pierre gave up on the team 2 times now. And when it was looking like a losing season, he hung up the cleats. And he says, I remember Kyle saying in a presser, PG could start if we needed him to. Oh, I remember that. As a matter of fact, that was that year he got injured, but they put him on the IR, I thought. But when did he say that? I do remember him saying that, though. Because in IR, you got to spend a certain amount of time on the IR before you come back. Came back from injury against the Raiders. Oh, that's right. Because they saw his butt hung him up after that, too. Pierre had an all-star game that night, too. He was eating the Raiders up. Real deal, real talk, 298B. I hope he comes to us. We need the best, man. Jim Thurl he says, Simmons, Mississippi Street, Torres ACL, he's top 15. You talk about that defensive tackle kid. Top 15 when healthy, you think we could pull a Balky and get him in the 3rd or 4th round? They got Contavious Street. And this he's more talented than Contavious. Look out. They like to put things on the shelf. Kenny Lies should looking to get Justin Houston from Kansas City. Boy, is one person that's not leaving Kansas City is Houston. Boy, they ain't no way. How old is Justin now? They might think about it next year, maybe. Tyler. Tyler, your sound system just broke in and out there. Tyler!
Ronbo.
Yeah. So, Tyler, what's going on tonight, man? You got the AB conversation going on. You already know about the Earl conversation going on. I was amused by you chiming in and telling us how tall AB is. His cousin, I think, is smaller than that. Marcus Hollywood. Hollywood Brown is about 5'6".
Hollywood Brown's related to him?
Yeah, he's fat. He's a full second faster than cousin Antonio. His hands and route running.
He runs a 4.3.
He's a 4.3 guy. That's why I keep telling people. I says, look out if he goes to the second round. I can see him now, Tyler. They got to hold Kyle back in the back room. No, I want him. Come on. You guys didn't give me a pick last year. Give it that. Come on, John. Open this door. Because Kyle likes speed and quickness,
Yeah.
I can see it now. 5'11", Hollywood. He's 5'11". He's not that short. He's small. He's bigger than I thought. So, Kyle likes speed and guys who can move and get separation. Yeah. And I'm feeling him on that. He's changed my whole way of thinking, too. I'm not about a bunch of big guys, although I do like DK. So,
Yeah. I was arguing with a Cowboys fan. I said, imagine you guys lose Dak, Zeke, DeMarcus Lawrence, the Leighton Vander Esch, Jalen Smith. I was like, what are you guys going to do? And he said, but we didn't. And I'm like, yeah, we lost those positions. Dumbass.
Well, why did you go?
We
Why did
lost
you
those
finish off the
positions.
Rams then? You know that really still
Why'd
burns me up.
you guys make the playoffs? Because you had your guys.
Yeah.
You had your most important positions available.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'll never forgive them for losing to the Rams. If they would have lost the Rams, because I wasn't worried about the Cowboys getting past the next round. If they would have got rid of the Rams, we wouldn't have had to put up with that Super Bowl, Tyler, because you know the
it would have been
Saints,
worse. The Cowboys would have been there. They wouldn't have scored at all.
No. The Saints would have beat the crap out of the Cowboys. I just know it. I still think there was a league-wide conspiracy by the refs and Goodell and company to make sure that if you get an opening, allow the Rams an advantage. You know, Tyler, that was such a blatant foul. Even Rams saw that. God.
Sports these days are literally kind of rigging and pushing for LA versus Boston all the time. It's like, why? Like, why not San Francisco versus New York? You know, like, we need something a little different.
Yeah. And you know,
like baseball was the same way. Boston versus LA.
Well,
and Boston prevailed once again.
And for a long time, it was the Yankees and Dodgers. But you know, traditions like that in clubs that go back to have a lot of tradition, they do get big ratings. You know, and your team, the Cardinals, at one time became perennial. And you go all the way. The Cardinals got some incredible history in baseball too. So there's certain teams are going to do a lot for certain sports. Everybody wants to see the Celtics and Lakers do well. And and now the Giants, New York Giants, when you look at the 49ers should be getting more push than they do. But of course our organization messes up. Trent Baalke's a problem there, so it was. But now I think we're gonna get some favors next year, Tyler. I really do. I hope we don't, because I don't want to be embarrassed like the Rams were.
Yeah, man. You think about it. Imagine just like, okay. Remember that picture? It had Jimmy Garoppolo on his knees and Kittle's just looking at him.
I know, that's a sad
Kittle
photo.
just died.
That was
He's
symbolic.
like, no.
I know.
Everybody knew at that point. It just sucked the energy out of the building.
It did, and
but they fought. They fought in a lot of those games. They had a lot of chances. And like everybody, you can easily say this: if Jimmy's out there, a lot of those games they would have won.
Yeah.
But you get McKinnon out there too.
Yeah.
Man,
it's you can't take Kyle. Kyle's like shooting. He came out there with a shotgun and lots of ammunition. He ended up with a small caliber pistol and not many bullets to fight the rest of the season. And you can't win that. You can fight, put on a good show, and we'll be sitting back saying, if we just had done this, that, and this, we win that game. Well, Kyle's going to kick the door down next year. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. So I'm looking forward.
Yeah, because our defense is getting better. Like, you look at it, the defense is getting better every year.
Didn't it?
For the past few years, it's been getting better. It was dead last, and I think total defense with Chip Kelly. Then Shanahan comes in, they finished 25th. But last year they finished 13th in total defense.
Hey,
so
thank you.
Get off of Robert
Tyler.
Saleh.
Tyler, and answer me this, Tyler. Didn't you notice that the defense looked a little better the last 4 or 5 games last year, even though Trez insists that he's not seeing any changes?
Yeah, and I like me some Marcel Harris, man. That dude.
Oh,
that
man,
dude can play.
he is all over the ball. Yeah.
We just gotta hope and pray that he's not like Adrian Colbert and goes and changes his number and becomes trash. But
Kowalski. What are you gonna do with Kowalski at the box? I like Harris in the box. He seems there's more impact. He's more busy. He's more involved. That's gonna be an interesting fight.
I think an interesting idea would be to move Kowalski to free safety.
And I know they're gonna retain that. If they don't pick up Earl Thomas, yeah, that's gonna be a battle between.
That's a good idea because if it works out the way we're hoping with the new training staff, you're hoping that a lot of these guys become more available. So we're pretty much hoping that and thinking they probably won't. I might say probably won't get injured, but you know what I mean.
Well, yeah,
we don't
of course
want them to get injured, and so. But I mean, it'd be nice to get Earl Thomas. So, but the thing is, we can't just burn off all that cap space. Ian Williams came out with that thing and said we need. He's like spend the money, do what the Rams did. They're the model. No, they're not.
No,
because
Ian, no.
You can't set yourself up for a 1 to 4 year window and say, oh, we did such a great job. No, you didn't, because then you have no money after that window. then you're rebuilding all over again, and the rebuild's going to take much longer because you have no draft picks and no money.
And you got to wait 2 years before the rollover in the league adjusts the cap. Before you can even think about it. I mean, look at the Rams. The Rams are in deep crap right now. And, it's going to get worse in the next 2 seasons. That's hilarious.
And my question is, why didn't Shanahan try to call the Patriots and try to get Brandon Cooks? Or why didn't Belichick call Shanahan and say, hey, you want to make a deal for Brandon Cooks? He likes that speed. And also, you got to follow the Patriots model. Get rid of a player a year too early than a year too late.
Yep.
And also find new guys. Shanahan can get the insight from Belichick because they're, I don't want to say they're buddies, but they
talk. And he pats on wisdom.
Yeah, and I'm sure they meet I think they meet at the combine every year.
Oh, they're going to be there this year. Bill Walsh used to do exactly that too. Belichick, if anything, he got that from Bill Walsh. Walsh would have everybody crying, but he'd have, Joe, you've done a great job for us, but you're going to Kansas City, Joe.
Well, that was George Seifert, though.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Did Seifert send Joe?
Montana won a Super Bowl with Seifert.
His last one.
Yeah.
And that's right. And
anyway.
then they were itching. I thought that was earlier. That's right, because Steve Young's not with us yet. That's right. Well, he is. No.
Yeah, he's just not starting.
Young's on the bench and he's not happy. That's right. And then he got his chance, and that was into Joe because of Joe's elbow, though.
If we had kept Joe, we would have had 6 Super Bowls, man.
Well, if Joe wouldn't have injured, if he wouldn't have injured his elbow, I think he would have kept going.
He got injured one time, and all of a sudden, we got to get rid of you. Come on.
That's it.
Well, anyway,
so scary. Tyler, we gotta wrap it up though. Let's see you Friday, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Niner Empire, Niner for life. Let's not blow all that money. Let's spend some. Let's progressively build this thing up because you know what? We can be dangerous without spending too much money this year.
True.
Stay on the field. Keep them boys healthy. Love this team. Love the Niner Empire. Love you, Ronbo.
Hey, love you back, fam.
For faithful, Niner for life. Pipe up.
I'm still trying to figure. I gotta ask him about that pipe bomb. Hey, Mark. Mark. That's Mark's little boy. Check him out. He's got that 49 down, don't he?
Ronbo, he's man, the myth and legend, Ronbo Sports, man.
You've got him working that really well, Mark.
Ronbo, hey, Ronbo, that was unprompted. I was getting him ready for a bath, and he just started singing it. I started recording. That was unprompted, Ronbo. It just made my day, man. I was happy. Oh, he just started making his own songs up. I was like, okay, let me record this.
Yeah, I liked it. Oh, God.
Yeah. How you doing, Ronbo?
I'm doing all right, man. Because now's the time when the media splashes are just so fun. I mean, the media's now covered everything in such a dramatic fashion. They got Earl moving back to Austin. And, I don't know why would they tell everybody that? And then you got AB. Yeah. AB just said, "Look, y'all, I'm. You know what? Stop clowning around. Trade me now. It's official. I want to leave." So, we got all kinds of things.
Well, these guys going back home, man. Yeah. These guys moving back home. That's just negotiating one-on-one.
Yeah.
Just kind of showing, hey, I'm gonna go back over here to show this is where I'm sitting. I'm just, I'm sitting still. I'm neutral. So it's just kind of negotiating one-on-one, not giving anybody leverage to you comfortable in Santa Clara or you comfortable in Seattle, you come on back. It's just kind of that's why I take it as negotiating one-on-one.
A good perspective. I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Man, did you see that PFF thing on Josh Allen?
PFF?
Yeah, they had a sit-down interview. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Man, it was pretty good.
Oh! When did they put that out? Was that out earlier today?
I think a day ago, I believe.
Yeah, I gotta go. I'll go find it. What's he talking about?
Yeah, man. Oh man, he's quoting Ronnie Lott, talking about he's talking about Ronnie Lott told him, there was some things Ronnie Lott told him. I forgot exactly what he said, but the kid, I like the kid, man. He's a good kid. He was a wide receiver in high school, Ronbo. He was the best wide
That's why
receiver
he's
on
so
the team.
athletic.
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Yep. We got to get this dude, man. Like, I'm hands down. That's what I want. I'm beating the table for this cat. And just listening to him, if you close your eyes, you hear Patrick Willis. Like, the way he tells stories, the way he's passionate about football, everything. His personality is Patrick Willis, man. And when you just listen to him talk, he sounds like him. His whole mental makeup is of Patrick Willis, man. So I like this kid, man. He's humble, hardworking. And, you know what I'm saying, he was moved around offensive lineman, then he got to wide receiver as a high school, then they wanted him to play DN his senior year in high school. He just tells his story, you know what I'm saying, how his life in football. So I'm with him, man. I like him a lot. He's a team guy. I like him a lot.
And you can see he works hard. And but Mark, you are in AZ. This Kings, what's the coach's name? Kings what?
Kingsbury, I believe. I don't know much about.
It's Kingsbury. Is Kingsbury woofing? Is he out there telling people that Josh is his guy? Because normally, unless you need, why do I need to tell people that? This is why I know he's fishing.
Exactly.
I really think so.
I agree, man. I don't know what he's doing. I agree. I'm not putting him past him. I hope he sticks with him. So, going back to my point, I want Allen, but I know they're going to pick Bosa if he's there. So, I hope he sticks with him.
It seems like Arizona's going to take him. Because if anything, the defense in Arizona is not crippled.
No, it's not.
They need wide receivers. They only got one. And, Larry Legend's coming back for one more year. Offensive line, their need is not for defense, not really. And they still got
it's offensive line.
Gold. Yeah. So
they need an offensive line.
Yeah.
Point blank period. That's what they need. Man, but speaking of the Cardinals, we're former Cardinal, but now, Houston. Also, we can't get Earl. I mean, we got to get Tyron. We got to get Matthew, man. We got to get him.
Tyron wasn't that good last year.
I wanted him.
He was okay. I don't. Maybe you know what? Maybe he just wasn't motivated or something. I mean, he looked okay, but I think there's maybe a little trauma from leaving Arizona because I don't think he thought that would ever happen. Because he played hard.
I don't think he did either. Because him and Patrick Willis are best friends.
Yeah.
I mean Patrick Peterson. I got Willis on. Him and Patrick Peterson are best friends.
And Peterson, they talked him out to stop complaining, and he stopped crying about wanting to leave.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's funny.
So yeah, and man, and all this AB stuff, man. Listen, I'm with Trez, man. Look, people complain about AB and his drama. That's like you being stranded on the side of the road, walking, and then complaining that you don't want a car because the cost of gas. Like, it's stupid, fellas. We on the side of the road walking. We suck. Yeah. So don't talk to me about drama and all the there's no arrest. There's no. Come on, man. If the talent is talent, if the dude's gonna help the team, what is he distracting us? Losing? Like, how's he a distraction? We losing. Like, we not good. So we need the talent, man. I don't get people saying we don't want him on the team for whatever reason. What is he gonna break up? What like? I don't get it.
You know what? It's the fear of watching. When you're watching another team go through that, you don't know what impact it has on the team as an outsider. So you figure you saw him do whatever he did on the sideline, and if it bothered you, and it bothers some people, and he's coming to your team, you're afraid he's going to come and do that to your team. But when reality is, he's probably going to be one of the best citizens on the team, especially
the people
his first
don't
year.
Understand it impacted that team because they were used to winning. So when you start winning and then you start losing, people's emotions kind of get the best of them because they're frustrated from not winning anymore. The fact is they used to win. That's the point I'm trying to make. We not winning. So I don't understand, that's the difference. And people, the Patriots don't have all these guys. We don't have Bill Belichick and we do not have Tom Brady guys. So we need talent. Like that idea of building and then scheme and I believe our coach is good and I believe Jimmy's good, but they're not Belichick and Brady. I'm sorry, they're just not there yet.
Not that level yet. You know, though,
You're right.
I do see, with AB, I can see that kind of injection to be really a huge plus. I don't think anybody really has a problem with bringing that. As I say, he's probably going to be a good citizen when he comes over. But the thing you got to worry about is in 2 years, as long as you don't give up too much, because in 2 years you're still going to be effective.
No,
That's the thing.
Two things I agree with, Ronbo. We don't need him. It would be a luxury to have him. And secondly, I do not want to give the farm up for him. Now, I will agree with that. Like, I'm with everyone on that. I think that's the consensus. But, man, I didn't have much tonight, Ronbo. Just wanted to share a little clip with my son and then tell everybody to go watch that PFF.
And we enjoyed his singing before it started anyway, so it's okay. Woo!
But, yeah, when you get a chance, check out that Josh Allen PFF interview, man.
Can't wait to check him out, man. Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, you might be persuaded. All right, Ronbo.
All right, Rock. Mark. Where's where I get the Rock? Mark. Now you're the Rock. Mark, have a great night. Look for you finally get some time. Say good night to the little guy, too. Bye, Mark.
Oh, man, he's knocked out, man. All right.
Didn't take long. All right, bye, Mark. Oh, God. And let's see. Okay, this is going to be fun. I see it, and I can see where it says Almaden. I'm going to leave the D silent. Zella Daily. Never mind. I won't do the Z. If we get AB, we need to draft only defense. Defense wins your championship. And that's been proven time and time again. Big Show. Big Show doesn't really believe in that. Keith Harris, what's up, Phil? And speaking of Big Show, there he is right now. Big Show says, I have to get my brother on here with me. He's a Raiders fan. Our personalities are just about equal, so you'd enjoy it. Although the funny thing about Raider fans right now, they have no horn to toot. But you know what? That doesn't matter because Rudy has no horn to toot. That was a complete embarrassment. He's still talking, though. So, I guess it doesn't matter. Christopher Gray says, we about to get a grip for the second pick. Want edge rusher, but would settle for greedy. But rest assured, if they don't get an edge rusher in free agency, that's definitely going to be priority one in the draft, though. They've got to address that pass rush. Got to. Or else Greedy just comes out there and gets ate up with everybody else. You got to get a rush. Rodney Kahn says, Memphis is checking in. Yes, Rumble, the Memphis Express is my home. Team AAF. Football tickets are $10. Oh, wow, that's a bargain. They should be filling up the stands. The stands were pretty crowded. There was a large audience watching on TV, too, for the AAF opening. Since day one, Demaryius Thomas just became available. What do you think? There's somebody that got hurt. It wasn't Demaryius with the Achilles injury, was it? There was somebody else who got hurt. Who was that the Texans are cutting? Is it Demaryius? Yeah. Trez, I just realized that was Demaryius I was reading about who got that Achilles injury. At 31 and Achilles injuries, is he going to be back at 32? Can he still explode? I don't know. No. I wish he could because the dude is really got some. I'm talking elite talent. I don't care. We'll see. Kenny Lyons says draft Quentin Williams, get Earl Thomas, AB, and Justin Houston. Well, that's a fantasy pickup there. Quentin on the inside, Earl Thomas behind, Justin Houston, who's got a reputation that no running back or quarterback appreciates. Whew, man, we'd be lucky to get that happening. HBK, the icon, the showstopper, the main event. Mr. San
Francisco is back. What's up, Ronbo?
HBK, man.
What's up?
Just kick it back in and talk about what's about to happen. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's the writing's on the wall.
It's like, you know what? In my brief conversation with Trez and stuff, when he was on and stuff, it kind of, when I was sitting back, thinking about it, I'm like, you know what? That's the same thing I was thinking about Richard Sherman when we brought him on. And so far, he's been, pretty much, I mean, not exactly a choir boy, but, he's been, keeping his emotions in check and not, blowing up like he, those sideline tantrums like he, had when he was in Seattle. So, I mean, it's like, I'm all, I mean, like I said, I'm all for it. I mean, it's like, if they, I mean, it's like, whatever, pushes us towards the playoffs and gives us a push,
You're all for
I'm all
right?
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
HBK, I just one thing I want to ask you, though, and just to get a real quick response for you, because you haven't got time to think about this if I ask you now. But you're the premier wide receiver on a club. They bring in this kid named Juju Smith-Schuster. And all of a sudden, you see the ball going in this direction a little more often than you probably think it should. How would you behave? Would you be okay with that? Would your ego allow you to humble up? Because you're 31 now, and you're figuring they're trying to put you out to pasture as they bring on this kid. When really they're probably just trying to get him up to speed, but you still don't like it. How are you gonna act?
Oh no, I mean, it's like just as long as I mean, it's like if you could be a team guy and at least keep your emotions in check, then it all depends on the player. I mean, if you want to be a team guy and stuff, kind of like all out New England and stuff, nobody's selfish. Everybody, spread the wealth. Nobody's all about them. It's all about teams. And as long as you come in with the team mentality, I mean, it's like, because, you're going to get other people that's going to be doubling down on you or something. That's going to leave options for other people to get open. So, I mean, it's like as long as he wants to check his attitude at the door, his ego at the door, I mean, it's like, it's whatever, bro.
I agree with that. Because we're on this position, though. But I wonder what's going through AB's mind. I don't know that he did throwing a water cooler down on the ground and trying to hit Roethlisberger's side of the head with the ball. But it just goes to show he's got to be a lot of emotional content connected.
Oh, yeah,
and with what he does.
And it's like, something else and stuff, that I was thinking about as far as AB and stuff. When I was looking at Adam Schefter and what he was saying is that the Steelers basically control or dictates where he's going to go.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's, I mean, it's like, so it's almost like, okay, we're he's pushing for us. And I guess, for Pittsburgh to kind of like, fuck with him and stuff, it's like, all right, you want to go to San Francisco? Oh, okay. Well, I tell you what, so how about you go to Buffalo?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like,
maybe not an AFC team, though.
I mean, it's like, just to fuck with Antonio.
I know.
I mean, really fuck with him.
That would do it, too. Put him in ice-cold Pittsburgh where they don't have no dome. The thing is, though, as I said, I'm banking on any team that knows that he does not want to play here would lay off because that's a risk. I'm Buffalo, too? Oh, man.
Oh, and by the way, no quarterback. So, yeah, that's really going to piss him off.
Yeah, see? Because he already said, somebody said, last year I think it was, somebody said to him, Antonio Brown, Ben Roethlisberger made you. Antonio, oh? Well, let me go somewhere else and let me see what that's about. I knew that would do it. Ooh, as soon as I heard it, I read that part. Ooh, I know he went nuts, and sure enough, he did. I think he wanted to leave then. So
yeah, I mean, but it's like aside from that, it's like if Pittsburgh ain't trying to trip and get our first and second round picks, whatever stuff. Hey, I mean, as long as Pittsburgh ain't trying to talk stupid, hey, I'm willing to negotiate with Pittsburgh and see what they, want. I mean, as long as it's reasonable and fits within our scheme, we're willing to give up for AB and stuff. And one more thing is before I roll out stuff. Actually, two things. First, it's like me and you, we're gonna be doing applications for because we got the TNT connection, we got Nighthawk, Foundation, whatever and stuff. Now I want to start some own little faction, DX, and so me and you, we're gonna be doing application interview screens and stuff. So anybody who wants to be a member of DX stuff, get it, Ronbo, get it, HBK and stuff, see who wants to be a part of DX. But anyway, and stuff. I mean, it's like moving on with the second point. if you want to write this name down, Ronbo, and stuff, and kind of look it up on YouTube at your own leisure, he's another Iowa Hawkeye product. I think Kittle may be familiar with him, T.J. Hawkinson.
I know, man. Everybody's
He's
talking
not.
about TJ. And
Mm-hmm.
yes, I'm glad you reminded me because I meant to do that yesterday, actually.
Yeah.
Hoskins,
It's
right?
like, I saw Hawkinson.
Hawkinson. Anyway, I know he's from Iowa.
Hawkinson. Yeah. And it's like, and looking at his YouTube, highlights and stuff, man, it's like, this guy can ball. I mean, it's like him,
And he likes to
Kittle.
block, from what I heard. He doesn't have a problem blocking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's another guy on the team
man, it's
named
like not.
Rant Kent, Arian. What? There's another guy. There's another tight end on that team. I think Iowa just breed tight ends. I understand he's a seriously tough dude, but he doesn't like to block. Hawkinson does. So I think that's the guy we want, and because he can play and be a tight end.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, it's like, other than that, man, it's like, I mean, whatever is going to, help the 49ers get better, and whatever is going to push us in the right direction, and whatever is not going to mess up. Well, I mean, cause we're like I said, when me and Trez was, chit-chatting and whatnot. As long as it doesn't mess up what we're trying to do, hey, I'm all for it. Bring him on. You know, I mean, if he's gonna be an asset, rather than a liability, hey, let's go for it.
Yeah. The 49ers are thinking about it because they know they like to see everybody smile in the Niner Empire, and that's why I think they're gonna do their best to make that happen. I just worry if the Steelers, like you said, we ain't gonna send you, AB. We ain't sending you to Cleveland because you'd appreciate that. Cleveland's actually been picked to be ahead of us. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna send you to Miami. Weather's nice. And you can get your ass whooped each and every Sunday.
Oh yeah, by Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, you got to see Tom twice. So yeah, that'd be a hellacious destination for AB.
Yeah. See, there's teams he probably does not want to. Buffalo's got to be on top of the list, but they're probably going to try to keep him out of the AFC. I would think because you never know.
Right.
He could bring the wrong element. You see him in the playoffs. And who destroys you? You're the Steelers, AB. And he's going to give them intel and everything else about what the Steelers are doing. You don't want that. So, they're going to try to keep him in the NFC. So
it's almost like they need any intel to Brady needs any intel on Pittsburgh anyway. He basically owns Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I know.
So what intel is he possibly giving him? Brady practically owned Pittsburgh for the duration of his career.
I know, and I think they're scared of him too. So Anyway, hey fam, let me tell you what. I'm gonna see you on Friday if you get some time, huh?
All right, bro. Hey, what was that play out of Arkansas State? Because I'm gonna do some YouTube research on my own stuff. Raheem who?
Bingham.
Linebacker dude.
Yeah,
Raheem Bingham.
Bingham. Yeah, you know what?
Okay.
Put in Raheem, and if you see, like you say, Arkansas State, that's him, of course.
All right, bro. Appreciate it.
Fam.
All right, HBK and DX, we out.
It's now DX, that's click. All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's DX now.
All right. Nice.
All right, bro.
All right.
That we out.
HBK.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, man. And it's Okie Niner getting in here a little late tonight. It's already pretty late anyway. A-B, Z, Smith, Clowney, trade back, draft Greedy, trade up for Sweat. Boy, I don't know if we got that many picks, so Okie Niner, that's a lot of bodies you're moving around there. Man, if it's possible, would be nice. R.K. Belmont says, I want Bosa, Allen in round one. Bosa / Allen, either or. Hakeem Butler and Nasser Adderley in round two. And somebody said something about Nasser. It said, was that earlier tonight? Said, don't be confused by Nasser Adderley being anything like Earl Thomas. He does not quite have that kind of speed. So, yeah. But I understand he's really good. Nicky Six up. Christopher Gray says, D.K. Metcalf looking like T.O. Hope we get him. Boy, that dude. It's like this joke on Twitter last night. Coach says, hey, number whatever you are. Hey, number 31. Get in and cover DK. Say what? Coach, you talking to me? No. Man, talk about physical. See, oh yeah. Leroy Phillips says, Thomas don't care about the money. He just wants to finish his career in Dallas. It's not about the money. He's set for money-wise. He already knows Dallas has no money. Leroy. No, there exist no players in the NFL like that. It would be nice though. It would be. It's very melancholy, but no. It's like Richard Sherman said. Hey, Rich, you think Earl will be interested in coming to the 49ers? So Rich says, yeah, I'll do whatever I can to get to him. But it all depends on what the price has got to be right though. They all play for money. I don't care if they're in their 20th year. They do play for money. So he will have to get paid. In Dallas, they're going to have to offer him something. Vargas Dredd said if AB goes to 49ers, it's going to screw with any existing team chemistry. AB is a me guy, not a team guy. I'd entertain that argument if he had not been with Jerry. I don't think the GOAT would, if Jerry for one moment thought that way, I really think Jerry does still love the 49ers. He would not release that kind of beast on the 49ers. I really don't believe it. T.O., the same thing. No matter what you think about T.O., he still, down inside, knows that's the team that gave him his chance. He also endorsed AB. I don't think these guys will be sending us that kind of poison. So I'm going to go with them. Michael Ellis, go ahead and let Cowgirls sign E. Thomas. Then they probably won't be able to sign D. Lawrence. You know what, though? That would be nice, Michael, but I don't believe anybody is that stupid. I mean, not even a Rams fan would be that stupid. Oh, wait a minute, maybe a Rams fan. Maybe a Raider would, but most people wouldn't be that stupid. Lawrence means every time your frontline defense. If that's not working, Earl Thomas is going to get beat. So that would be nice, wouldn't it? The Dallas Cowboys have said today to satisfy Earl Thomas by giving him a 3-year blah, blah, blah contract. Meanwhile, the question is, can the Cowboys still afford to sign DeMarcus Lawrence? And that's when you hear laughing going on across the planet. Go Cowboys! Jerry Jones, why don't you hire a GM, you idiot? You do not know what you're doing! Oh. And Coach says, BB traded Cooks to the Rams. Okay, Belichick traded Cooks to the Rams. He got him from the Saints for nothing. That's right, I remember that. And everybody's pissed off with the Saints because they made that happen. But got a number 1 pick from the Rams, fleeced the Rams twice. You see, the management, even Trent Baalke Trent wouldn't make no deals anyway, but even Trent knows better to do that, man. Oh, my God. And it didn't help him because when they did see the Patriots, they couldn't do nothing with him. Belichick knows exactly how to handle Brooks. KD216, what's up? Oh, Salvador.
RONBO.
I like that.
Red and gold radio. How's it going, Ronbo?
I gotta have you record that. I like that. Sal, we're thinking about all the possibilities,
Yeah.
Sal. What's rolling through your mind right now, man? Because it's the drama's building up. You know what I mean? What's up?
Yeah, I mean, I was like, right now I'm looking at the cap spaces, the projected cap value. Robert, the Colts have $109 million to spend.
They're the richest team in the league.
That's
and they made the playoffs last year.
That's ridiculous.
And they got one of the best linebackers in the world.
It's crazy. Yeah, the rookie. I mean,
not to even mention
so hopefully,
offensive linemen.
Not hopefully, but I don't want them to do anything in free agency to, outbid us. That's the team I'm scared of. The Ronbo. They're going to outbid us for every damn free agent out there. These are the teams that have more money than us.
They need a wide receiver. No.
Yeah,
You know what?
Yeah.
I don't think the Steelers will deal with them because they're in the same conference or in the same.
No, yeah, but one player they could go after is obviously Le'Veon Bell. So they're in the Le'Veon Bell sweepstakes.
They could use
they're in they might be in the pass rusher sweepstakes. I don't know a big name on their defense, pass rushing wise. So they're probably in the pass rusher sweepstakes along with us.
Sal, I thought their defense was pretty good last year though. Didn't their defense rank kind of high?
I mean, they probably are as a team. I don't know any names on their front line.
Same here. I
really don't.
I only know one line
I know
the offensive line. But I thought they did.
I think they have one of the guys from the Giants. He's like a nose tackle, Jonathan Hankins. I'm not sure. I don't want to put no names out there. I'm not too positive. But man, we're sitting at $60 million right now. We're the 8th team with the most money in the league. Right under us is the Seahawks, Ronbo, and the Seahawks have a lot of holes similar to us.
Not a running back, though. Both teams got great running backs.
Well, no, not running back.
Yeah.
But obviously they have their number one need, offensive line, every year. But, they could use a wide receiver.
Every year?
They could use
Every year?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
But, I just wanted to highlight 5 free agents that I think could help turn around, or not help turn around, but obviously help bring some W's to this team. My first one would be the cornerback. One name that is in my mind is Bryce Callahan. He's a shorter guy, slot corner.
Oh, yeah. Bryce,
that I think that could compete with what's his face?
Richie.
For his name, Kawhi Williams, not wide receiver. I mean,
defense. Oh,
yeah.
K1.
I'm talking about defense.
K1.
Yeah, K1.
You got 2 guys doing that. You got K1 and DJ as well, though.
Yeah,
I think he's in the mix. Go ahead.
Because when you're bringing in free agents, you got to create competition. You're not just going to give them a starting spot, because then that's how you get people like Malcolm Smith on your fucking team and Pierre Garçon. That they're just sitting there with the starting. They're sitting there with the starting jobs and collecting their money.
God. Malcolm, what was his contract? Can you remember it? It was really bad.
It was 5 years, like
how much?
40 million or 30 million. It was like a 5-year deal, Ronbo.
Yeah.
He was 29 at the time. 5 years, he was like 29.
But
and I'm like, you guys had to get him 29 to sign with us?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, of course it was. Of course it was.
got collected. Dang.
Speaking about front-loaded, Ronbo, did you know, I'm pretty sure I already told you that, but Jimmy G has the 22nd highest paid quarterback next year.
Yeah, I know. It drops, right? It's going to do that.
On the book.
Prague is amazing with the math. It's going to drop continuously from here on out. Yeah, I know.
I mean, so, hopefully, and with Parag, too, hopefully, he targets the free agents where he knows money. Well, how do you say this? He could woo them with a money deal.
Yeah.
So,
manipulate that. Let a player know, the better you play, the more you get paid. And we ain't got no limits on that. Yeah.
Yes, and I have a deal that I want to get to Earl Thomas. I want to put him kind of on a deal like Richard Sherman, where you kind of get through the year, you collect your money, and then you have an option.
Games.
Well, we have the option to either cut them, cut ties and not lose that much, or the player makes it through the whole year. He proves himself, and then he gets rewarded at the end of the year. So hopefully we could give something like that to Earl Thomas, where
if
it doesn't really look.
Yeah.
His partner was in the mood for it.
I know, right?
Richard Sherman had no problem signing that deal.
Rich was so hostile toward I think Rich was because he wanted to just get the Hawks. And I don't know if Earl should feel more stronger about it than Rich, because Earl was more pissed off than Rich. So, I wish he would think about that. He probably has.
They could work that out. What Trez was saying earlier about, making the how do you say that? Calling out AB for his problems when you want to bring Earl Thomas.
Yeah.
They are kind of the same player.
yes, injuries, are a big factor, and he is a broken good. But damn, he's a broken good that's going to bring 3 picks in 4 games, and I'll have that any day.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. Yes, Ronbo.
Yeah.
So, along with AB, yeah, he's broken goods. He yells at his fucking not broken goods. He's polished goods. AB is polished. But yes, he throws fits and tantrums, but shit, what's making him throw those tantrums? They never talk about that. They never talk about that stuff. They never talk about what sets him off. Everybody's just quick to point on the bad things in his character, but they don't talk about his 100-yard. Well, they do talk about it, but his 100 receiving like season. That's like 5 in a row, I think. Last time I checked, or 5, something crazy like that.
That's always going to get spotlighted. Anytime you make anything that goes on the sideline that has a camera stop looking at the game and put it on you because you're just having a day, it's always going to – nobody forgets those, Paul,
no, but he won't do that on our sideline. On our sideline, he's going to be
especially the first
smiling with Jimmy G.
and winning.
Smiling with
and
Jimmy
winning.
G. He's gonna be hugging George Kittle, arms around each other in his nice '84 red and gold uniform. He's gonna be waving at the fans in Santa Clara.
Oh, and
I'm gonna be right there waving back at him.
There you go.
Booming, AB. We're booming. We're going to where's the Super Bowl, Ronbo?
Especially when we play against the Steelers. Sal, we got to stop. I'll look for you Friday. You said Super Bowl's in Miami next year.
Yeah, take care, Ronbo. Have a good night.
Phil. Appreciate you, Sal.
All right.
And what's up, JMJP? Dollar said, hey, what's so funny? Because I was not sure. I did forget. Says, Joe's elbow was fine in 91. Which year did they have to shut Joe down? Anyway, the elbow, Joe just couldn't come back from that. And so he had to take a year off because he threw a TD against the Bears. Remember, everybody's pissed. Anyway, he threw a TD against the Bears. Besides, he missed the playoffs in Young's first year as our starter. Yeah. That was a interesting period. Talking about 78, what's up? San Francisco 49ers 365. Go Niners! Niner Empire, Niner Faithful. All hashtag, of course. Paul Salving says it's better if Cardinals do stick with Rosen. He's slow and nothing special. See, this is why I know that coach is not. Coach is saying to himself, what am I supposed to do with this? All right? He's not my guy. I need my guy. I'm going to trade him. Murray might be another Russell Wilson. You know this. That's what I've thought about. I said, Russ Wilson, people thought he was too short too. Now look. Hey, all right, let us ride on out to the Duke. Steph!
What's good?
Steph, man, if you've been checking us out tonight, it's funny. Everything these guys do now freaks people out. Earl Thomas is like somebody caught poor Earl moving into Austin. Oh, get a picture. Is that Earl Thomas? Quick, get to my computer. I'll load. Yo, I got the story in first. Of course, now, why is that a story? Earl Thomas is moving back to Austin. Ooh, are we to assume he's trying to get admitted to the Cowboys now? Which maybe most of us did, And then you got AB, who said enough of the nonsense. That stuff that's coming out of Pittsburgh is killing me. And guys, stop setting me up, man. Well, who told the police? I mean, that report happened how long ago? So now AB is like telling everybody, I want to trade. So, and there we are, Steph, and you know the rest.
It's getting crazy. I've seen that Earl Thomas was around like 3 hours away though from
Dallas. Yeah, it's a long commute. It's not a commute. If his family moved back to Austin.
But I mean, yeah, I think he could just be buying a house there. I don't know. But
Earl probably doesn't plan on playing for a whole lot longer, so he might as well bring the kids. It's hard on the kids to keep switching schools, right? So you bring them back to Houston and say, guys, you will graduate from this school. I promise you we're not moving you anymore. Get your friends, get close with them, get tight, have a good time. Right. It's important, right?
I
I definitely think the Cowboys are number one on the list, no doubt about it. But
no doubt about it.
That doesn't mean, yeah. So I mean, that just because they moved there don't change anything. I mean, that didn't make the Cowboys' wallet grow. So
the Cowboys. There was something really weird about them in the playoffs. That defense was so confused by the Rams. I mean, I seen tackles that I still don't believe. I get the feeling somebody got paid in Dallas. That was strange.
It was the linebackers were really just not playing that well.
Weird. And those guys are
good. Yeah, and that was the strongest link on their defense is their linebackers.
Right. And I seen them trying to tackle, and Jalen Smith. When did he start?
Little, yeah. They couldn't tackle little fat C.J. Anderson for no reason.
Strange.
But
anyway,
yeah, I think Earl, I won't be mad if we don't get Earl. But if we do get him, like you said, he could help groom and teach Colbert and even Marcel little things because you never know. I mean, I think all of our guys could play the top or the box. But I like what I don't know who said it, but thinking about putting Kwasi over the top. Yeah. But I really like Marcel in the box. That dude is he replicates with the defense. That's the only player that replicates what Saleh has explained to us.
Yeah.
Violence. And he's the only player who brings it. And Buckner.
God, you
but
see him darting over the screen
is what
all
that
the
means.
time. Exactly.
Right. So I like Marcel a lot. I think, and our defense has gone a little overhated by the fans.
Because they look good the last 3 or 4 games for sure.
They held their own, and I mean, Ronbo, if we actually had an offense, we would have destroyed
out there
at the end there. Oh, Ronbo, it would have been
3
because our defense was carrying us, even against Denver.
Mm-hmm.
We could have lost that.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for our defense and Kittle.
We were tough against Denver. The whole game. Yeah, Steph's bringing up a good point. If you get a chance, you can go to YouTube and you can watch that game. Look at the defense. Watch Akello. Everybody looked a lot better. They're evolving.
That was our best game.
Whether Trez tells you or not,
DJ Reed.
that defense is getting better.
DJ Reed looked great at that game too with Denver. Everybody was just playing perfect.
Right, hitting hard.
They were reacting right. They weren't thinking.
Plugging gaps. They look a whole lot different. But it was a work in progress, and we were a little impatient like we normally are. We think everything's gonna become instant, no matter who it is or what it is, rookies or whatever. It doesn't matter. you got 5 minutes to show us something. That's.
And Ronbo, I mean, I got the answer for those fans too, for the 5-minute players.
Go ahead.
His name's Nick Bosa.
I tell you, and Mark just called in and he still wants. There's a line, Steph, between the two camps, and I think I'm not sure if they're equal on each side of the line, but you and I and thousands more want Nick, but yet lots, and I mean it's got to be nearly the same amount that want Josh. I don't know, man. I wonder who the 49ers are going to pick up. It's crazy.
Yeah, and the good part about this, Ronbo, is we know both players are great, so it's not like
so we don't lose no matter which one we get.
Yeah, we don't lose like Solomon. Never mind. But anyway, we don't lose.
You weren't gonna say the Stanford kid, were you?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I'm doing Big Ten. I don't want any more Stanford, Oregon, or anything else.
Pac-12.
SEC, guys. A bit. You know what? Ohio State is a different story.
Okay.
They're in between.
If they're cornerbacks or wide receivers or skilled positions, okay, fine. But don't get the dirty work players from Pac-12.
No. Unless
we get because we got lucky with DeForest Buckner. That was all luck.
I know it really was, and he still can't get any love. And I think sometimes the voting is actually based on where you came from. DeForest Buckner gets snubbed. He got 12 sacks this year on a bad team. And PFF didn't put him in their 101. I said, you guys, whoa, why? What does he have to do?
He put on the backpack. He was carrying our whole defense. I mean,
damn right.
Gosh. When Ronnie Blair had a good game, our whole defense was playing well. So if we just get Nick Bosa, and just constant pressure, it's going to come, and it's going to help Okello too. Because I'm not a quitter on Okello yet either, Ramba.
No, I like
Not
it.
yet.
I want him back. I really do. I'll argue with anybody on that anytime. When I saw him spinning his head, pinning his man against the sideline, going downfield, he had complete control of those receivers in Denver. I said, you know what? He's coming around. Look at his technique. It's improved. He's either listening carefully in practice these days, or he's working on that skill a little overtime because he looked good. I want to kill it back. And they say every quarterback goes through a sophomore slump, though, too. So we'll see.
Yeah. Cornerback has a down year or once in a while, so he'll be fine. But last thing, Ramo, before I let you go, about AB. I love AB, and I think that whole outside stuff is just – I don't think it should get in the way.
Yeah.
He's just the talent of adding him with Jimmy G. You already know what I think about it. I think it would be great.
I agree because, it's misunderstood. And we're not there. We don't understand. Thomason, I'm starting to think, is a bad coach because why is everybody so pissed off on that team? I mean, here's a guy. How is it that you're a running back that's going to get paid millions? Everybody's going to. Le'Veon would not. He refused to come. He sat out the whole season, Steph. That's hatred. Yeah. Oh, that's deep.
That's bad. That's bad. I mean, and why do people think it's just AB? I mean, look, Le'Veon don't like the team, and AB don't like the team, so it's not them. I wouldn't think. I mean, your two-star players just don't turn on you like that.
I think Roethlisberger gets a little too much. You know what? Roethlisberger gets
too much love
around there. Yeah.
Just because he has a Super Bowl. That's the only reason.
I know, but you need if you're a good team manager, I make everybody realize we're all equal here, guys. Now Ben is the quarterback. If you see me giving a little added attention, it's not because I'm favoring him over you. If we don't run the play in your direction every other time, Antonio, it doesn't mean I don't like you, please. I'm trying to win a game. You reason with these guys. Don't set one against the other.
Exactly.
And he's doing that.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, I think AB will collide perfect with Jimmy G, too. I think.
Yeah.
I mean.
I do. So, we got good things coming up. Steph, let me see you Friday if you get some time, huh? Be looking for you.
All right, Ramo. Appreciate you for going live tonight. Appreciate
Thanks, Steph. All the time, fam.
All right,
Have a good night.
Have a good night. All right, you too.
You. And Coach Tim says if we got AB and he and Goodwin played wide, Kittle would get over 2,000 yards. I was talking about that, Coach. I'm saying, you're going to cause a lot of panic with Goodwin and AB. That's going to clear out the middle. And there's no linebacker that can stay with the Kyle Shanahan speed. I can even see Kyle Shanahan running. You know what? As AB and also, who could I decoy? All right, you've taken out the safety and you taken out a corner, and Barry both corners. Now the linebackers are now left alone to deal with the guys coming underneath. Now, what if all of a sudden here comes Jerick McKinnon running a slant? You put Jerick McKinnon. You know what? I didn't even put a dual. Oh man, how many guys? 11. I'm gonna also put Matty B out there too. I'm gonna run a crossing pattern with Matty B. I got George streaking as well. Who's going to cover these guys? You're going to put a linebacker or the options are endless when you have that kind of speed. People don't understand why Shanahan likes small, quick. They will next year if these guys can stay healthy. Get me started talking on that. Scheming. San Francisco says if we're making quality picks, that would mean that we're not bringing in no more pre-injured picks. That goes for Nick Bosa. Nick's not hurt. Okay. People think Nick Bosa's still hurt. Watch the combine. He will be there. He's made it clear he's going to be there. Eloy Rivera says, what's up? Much love to my 49ers and all the Niner Empire all the way from South Texas. Wait a minute. Where's it? Am I right? Is it Westlake, Texas? Because I've heard of, Westlake, Texas, 956. Of course, I had an auntie that lived in Paris. I never heard of that until she was, so I guess. Was that? Because I was thinking, I heard of Waco, Texas, but Westlake. Anyway, Manny Jimenez says, what's up now? The Empire is Manny. 49ers for life. AB is the first and last one to come and go to practice. He's one of the most hardworking players in the league. If you don't want AB on this team, then you don't want us to get better. And I heard that about him, too. I heard AB works his ass off. And that's how he got to where he is. Because when you're that late round of draft pick, you got to work hard to get any respect to begin with. Jim Thurlkill, he says, if we get E.T., then traded a second round this year for a 2 next year for Jalen Ramsey, draft Bosa, put Ronnie B on the other end with Buck and Street in the middle, that's the dude. Yo, man. Jalen Ramsey. But I still don't want to give up to it because I still think Akello is about to light it up. He's got all the athleticism. He's got more speed than Jalen Ramsey, by the way, too. He's got great footwork when he's on his game. So I'm still waiting for that. 5'10", you're in Oakland, California. Hello.
What's up, Ronbo?
Who is this?
Oh, this Rasta.
Rasta?
Old friend Rasta.
Rasta, man. Rasta, I haven't talked to you in over a year, man. Maybe longer.
I know.
Rasta, what are you up to? I haven't seen you in IG.
I've been watching. I've been looking, but I just ain't been having the time. But I got time right now.
All right.
I'm coming in here with a point to make. First thing, I really don't think that we should get AB.
Okay.
Kind of feel like he might mess up the chemistry that we got going on with the team. I really strongly feel like that because he really wants the ball. He got mad at Ben for not throwing him the ball. Like,
that's a good point.
He's gonna do that to Jimmy G. If he does that to Jimmy G, I don't know if that's gonna do anything with Jimmy's confidence or make him start looking to Antonio instead of doing what he knows or his instincts are telling him to do because he knows that he has to get Antonio the ball or Antonio's gonna throw a pick. I don't want that to rub off onto our younger players as well, thinking, if you get this high status that you can just have your way.
But Rasta, remember though, you have Jerry. If Antonio gets out of line, Jerry, you got to do something with your boy, man. You know, I got a feeling Jerry would bring him back down real quick because he's got a lot of respect for Jerry. So I think that could be a whole. And Terrell, the voice of reason, Terrell Owens. Can you imagine? Terrell's also endorsed him as well. So I got Terrell and Jerry waiting for him in the locker room and asking what's up as he's walking off the field, and they go back and have a talk, and I'm sure they'd iron that out. So,
Maybe. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point, but on top of that, and another thing I want to talk about is the draft. Me personally, I kind of want to trade back.
Okay.
Because, I don't know, I usually don't go offense, but DK Metcalf looks like a monster. He looks like a monster. I'm all defense wins championships, offense sells tickets, but that man right there is something else. We can't just let that dude.
Every time they introduce him, boy, they're gonna play that recording. I am Megatron. Bum, 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 bum. DK comes running out on the field, boy. That dude, man. Damn.
No, that picture that he posted with him, he looks like he's Goro from Mortal Kombat or somebody. Like
He's
a big dude.
And he's got size and cuts. Thought you could see every last muscle fully defined. Damn, this dude, he's got to be wearing a fake suit. There's no way anybody really looks like that. Damn.
Exactly. But I keep hearing that scouts or reporters are like scared because he's too top heavy or whatever. They think that's going to make him injury prone. I don't really agree with that though. But
that's a good point. He doesn't have a lot of moves, but he's strong and he's going to beat you at 50-50 balls. You're not going to beat DK Metcalf. I hope you're wrong. I hope their scouts are wrong on that too. That's a good point though. His build does scream of injury. That's true. But there's been some big guys got away.
I wouldn't be mad though if we happen to stay put and draft Josh Allen or Nick Bosa. I'm gonna get that out there before I get killed.
You're a Bosa guy?
I'm a Josh Allen guy.
Oh, you're a Josh Allen guy. Okay. Yeah,
I'm
no, a lot
Josh
of people
Allen.
are.
I think Josh Allen, he just has so much versatility that if he doesn't really work out at where we want him, we can move that guy around.
Make him a wide receiver.
There's no way that we can't move him around. No, not wide receiver. I wouldn't go that far. I don't think he's that good. But.
He played that. I just heard I didn't know anything about Josh. Somebody said he played wide receiver in high school or somewhere. So I said, that a lot of kids did. I mean, everybody played. I mean, I played wide receiver for 5 minutes until I got hit high and low at the same time, and then I told the coach, Coach, I don't know if I want. And of course, that was funny because when you're ninth grade and you come and talk about, I'll be wide receiver. All right. I want you to run a little button hook, right? Go around there, and I want you to make a hard left, and the ball's going to be there waiting for you.
Yeah, the linebacker too.
Oh, you hear that bell when you hit the ground, bang, and then then you know.
You don't know
Coach,
what happened.
Yeah, I don't know, Coach, if I want to play a wide receiver. In junior high school, it didn't hurt like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you're saying. Go ahead.
Hey, have you seen or looked up this receiver? I've been trying to get the Niner Empire to look at this guy, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. That guy, he's going to be one of the best receivers in the draft. Here, I've had him ranked in my little mock draft.
He's got no speed,
in the third round,
but he is elusive.
But you can't. He goes up there and gets the ball.
He does.
All the great receivers that I know, they go up there and get the ball. Randy Moss, he went and got the ball. He didn't wait for the ball to come to him.
True.
He went up there and got it every time.
I like those kind of receivers.
And I think we need that type of receiver because we don't really have that type of receiver. We have a lot of receivers that's going to out route run you. They're going to get past you, run past you, and they're going to let the ball come and fall inside their hands and catch it. We need somebody that's going to be able to go up there and just jump and get it every time. That Jimmy G, he's not going to have to be as accurate with him because he's going to be able to go up there and get the ball wherever it's at.
I agree, and he's a big guy. I saw him. He's a Stanford. He's a Stanford guy, right?
Yeah. I mean he's smart, but we don't have a good track record with Stanford.
I know. So that's what I'm saying. I see him playing, and I didn't appreciate him. But I'm a little worried about Stanford products. But if we get him, I guess the 49ers will know what they're doing there. But then again, we'll see. Yeah. He might be okay. I just thought he's a little slow. I turned him into a tight end.
Runner, and he's good jump ball receiver.
Yeah, and I said the same thing about Cooper Kupp. So don't. I said Cooper Kupp has absolutely no speed. Cooper Kupp was one of the most scariest receivers in the NFL for the last before he got hurt. So you know what? Yeah. You could be absolutely right. So that's.
Yeah. I had Pettis ranked to us in the third round last year too, but
same year. I had him on my mock. Third round. Was that third round? Third or fourth round?
Yeah. No, we got him. I think got him in the second.
And we
got to kill him. No, who did we get in second?
Last year?
Was it? I think
we lost our second round. I think we lost our second round pick last year. We got a third round. We got Fred Warner. That's a thing. We traded up to get Dante. And the book said you could get Dante as probably the third or fourth round. That's why I went that late, No, we did. We traded up in the second round to get Dante. That's right. Fred was in the third. Yeah.
Yeah, we jumped up to get him, so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It'll pay off.
Wait till this season. And what he can do.
Wait till the season. You see that freakish stuff he does out there with receivers, and all of them look like they all get embarrassed in the same way? Watch this year. He'll be at home now. He'll be comfortable. Watch what happens this year. I look for big things from Dante Pettis. Ooh, that's natural skills he's got. Wait till he hones them and trains for football in this offseason so he doesn't get hurt. NFL better look out. If Jimmy G and Dante Pettis get on the same page, it's ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Hey, Rasta, man, don't be taking off a year before you get back. I'll see you later. See you on Instagram, too, okay?
All right, see you, Ronbo.
All right, fam. Be back Friday if you got some time, too. All right.
All right.
Have a good night. So me and Rasta, boy. Rasta, we used to go back and forth. Me and Rasta used to argue like Big Show and I, man. Rasta and I, he'd have a point. Rasta, man, listen, the thing you're not noticing is this, this, and this. And Rasta would come back. We used to go like that for a lot of threads. But I love this guy. And there's Big Show now. Big Show says, I told you last night Nick Bosa's a redundant pick. And Cards aren't going to hand him to us. He played defensive end, defensive line, defensive end, 2017. He excelled on the inside. Allen is our guy. Okay, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Bosa's a redundant pick, and Cards aren't going to hand him to us. He played defensive end, defensive line, defensive end, 2017. He excelled on the inside. Allen is our guy, defensive end, outside linebacker. Now you point out that Allen's versatility is a good thing, but you say Nick's versatility is something we could just go ahead and allow the Cardinals to take. They're trading down, show. The Cardinals have a huge need for a lot of things, and Nick Bosa's not one of them. I don't want to, you know what? For the Josh Allen folks, I'm just saying, okay? And Big Show goes on to say speed isn't everything. You can't have all speed. You need someone that can get their 50-50s, hence why we ranked near dead last in red zone. No, we ranked dead last in red zone because we had C.J. Beathard and Nick Mullens as a starting quarterback. Now, Nick's going to get better. C.J. will never get better. Well, he may get better, but it won't be in our lifetime. Now, this is why I say, give me everything and let me make that judgment call after that. Making judgment calls on duct tape team show doesn't work with me because I'm looking at the real deal. Those red zone shots that Jimmy G shot in last year, that last 5-game streak, tells me all I need to know. You learn Kyle Shanahan's system, the red zone's not going to be an issue. If you're big and you're good with the 50-50 ball, I'm fine with that. But don't go get a big guy just because you want him to win that 50-50 game. I'm like Kyle. Be intelligent, be cerebral, work out a scheme, make it so everybody's running the end zone, doing the Kendrick Bourne. That's what I want. And I want that all the time. Because Kendrick said, nobody touched me. Why? Because nobody else is here but me. Kyle Shanahan, you are a genius. Johnny Hardy says AB, Goodwin, Pettis, Kittle, McKinnon, Breda, Jimmy G, Shannon, Super Bowl. Kirk Kazirk. I do like DK, though, show. Kirk Kazirk. I love the name. Thank you. Hey, thanks, Kirk, man. It's my pleasure, fam. Jeff Tan says, thought you played tight end. Whew. No. Tight end's way too big. I played corner. I played a little safety. Mostly corner. And when the coach said go both ways, I was that kid that was blocking. I was usually already in a wide receiver position, but I was like more of a decoy than anything else. I did not like getting hit like that, man. Oh, I love to hit people, though. You know, all at your nose, everything, when you hit a dude, and you get up and you say, get up! And, you know, and you know. Anyway, Black Caesar. Having AB changes the complexion of our offense dramatically. Who's going to cover Goodwin on the 9 route? Nobody. They weren't going to cover him anyway. Now it gets worse. Or kill in the middle. We could write a song. Give this to Jay-Z that we're going to, especially when AB takes the double teams. It renders the team helpless, fam. It really does. The Black Knight, Dante Pettis, only broke the rookie touchdown record only. That's what I was talking about. I mean, if he'd been healthy, it would have been worse than that. We're talking about a guy who spent half the season hurt. That's what I'm saying. You know, you can just get healthy and have him out there every week. Poof. Pettis came nowhere near Rice, T.O., or J.J. Stokes' rookie stats in terms of yards. How many games did he play? Who was his quarterback? You got to look at everything. Give him Jimmy G for 16 and keep him out there for 14 games. Rice may not fall. T.O. may not. But J.J. Stokes, he will kick his ass. Oh, Black Knight, let's keep in contact on this matter. Donut says, Albert Breer said on The Herd that Belichick watched videos of golf on the Amazon Prime show. All or nothing, and picked up what the Rams are doing on offense. Man, you know, I tell you, I can't wait to see what the Rams look like. From first game, everybody's going to deploy the same kind of defense. McVay's a sharp guy, though. He'll probably come up with something. But, you know, golf has been exposed. He panics under pressure, and badly, not like most. Tino for Darcy. I haven't seen you in a long time, man. He's a big Ronbo. What's up, what happened to Taylor? Trent. You know what? And I think that back thing was bothering him more than anybody knew last year. I hope he gets better this year, because otherwise we don't have time for Trent to be too. He's got to be back to Trent Taylor again. Okay, OGHENETEJIRO. Ogihen Tajiru. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last one, man. ONOVAKPURI. I wish we will get Antonio Brown, but will not anybody 30 or older. Lynch will not get anybody that is older or off the field problems. You're probably right, too. And so in that case, it's not worth it, man. And Coach goes on to say we could get Metcalf with our third-round pick. You think he'll still be there, Coach? Because if he is there in the third round, I'm pretty sure. I think Kyle has said something to allude to what he wants a big guy. You don't get any bigger than DK, and definitely not in any better shape. I think we'll go edge, inside linebacker, then wide receiver. Then again, they could pick up that tight end out of Iowa, too. Oh. But George, I'm running them 2 tight end sets like on a constant basis. Look out for Selleck, man. It's Selleck time. Nobody's watching Selleck. Jimmy says, you guys, I see George. I see both those guys. There's Selleck. Touchdown. Hey, you guys got to cover everybody or else I'm going to get you. Orden Cielos! He says, I'm thinking and banking on a high 2019 ranking. Boy, Jorge, he comes with these rides every week. And let me do it again. I'm thinking and banking on a high 29 ranking. Fam, before, I start to get punchy and silly as it gets later. Let me go and get something to drink. Let me go get something to eat. I know, right? Hey, I want to read this tweet, though. I got to kick Eric Davis. Eric Davis says, Richard Sherman, number 25, he tags him. Richard Sherman, go get Earl Thomas and AB84. Got the emojis and then the next. And Richard Sherman answers. Did Rich answer? And Rich gave him I got this. Boy. Rich, invite him over to the house, had that big barbecue. And you know what gets guys every time? When you got your little unit outside on the big patio, turning over them big steaks, constantly talking about Kyle Shanahan and what he brings to the table and why this table excel. And then you go to Earl and say, and for real, Earl, you ain't got nothing to do but change uniforms, man, because we're going to be doing the same thing we was lighting up in Seattle the same way. And my boy Kello's starting to look good. I think we got a partner over there if we don't get nobody else. So, we got it made, man. Get that frontline defense. Coach already said we're going to get Nick Bosa in the first round. Oh, did Josh Allen? Hey, Ronbo, shut the bleep up. I love you, fam. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to see you Friday. Hey, hit that like on your way out. I tell you, I'll see you Friday, and we're going to talk some more. Niners! Bam.